I do my best to try to keep track of everything I mumble, everything I say. And about this time yesterday when we were opening up the show, I was talking about how I had a listener complaint, and it had to do with Fester and Froggy, and I'd get to it later on. Well, guess what? I didn't get to it later on, and guess who reminded me that I did not get to it later on in yesterday's show?
That same ordinary listener who sat there for 4 hours listening to the show, waiting to get his gripe on the air?
No, it was a woman, by the way, that was griping, and it was not just that individual, because, I'm sorry, it wasn't even the individual. The person that complained didn't even comment. I had written back, and I said, hey, I'll address this. I had dozens of people like, MJ, you said that you were going to have a chat with Fester and Froggy because they did something and that they had aggravated a listener, and you got a complaint. And, well, then I got a whole bunch of complaints that I did not follow up on yesterday's show with. Yeah, so I had complaints on top of complaints.
Looks like you kept the complaint department pretty busy yesterday, mister.
Well, the complaint department was very active yesterday. Now, the original complaint, by the way, welcome, everybody. It's the MJ Morning Show here on a Thursday. What is this, the 30th of March? Yeah, March 30th.
Yeah.
How about that? So the complaint department was very active yesterday. Not about really any of the content. I mean, everyone seemed pretty pleased with the MJ Morning Show yesterday. Lots of interaction, lots of commentary, weaving in and out of what we did. But at this time yesterday, do you remember exactly what I said? Does anyone have a recollection?
I just know that you got a complaint email and it referenced, the only clue you gave us was JC. But I didn't know if the complainer's initials were JC or if it was JC.
No, it was JC.
Yeah.
It was the JC.
So close to Easter,
And
JC?
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, Easter JC. And it stemmed from the fact that on several occasions, and I know of a couple recently, where Fester has mumbled JC under his breath, but it's been on the air. And man, it's so close to the resurrection time. And, and Fester.
It's a great time for it to come up.
Well, Fester, you have been. Oh, jeez.
Huh?
I said G's. I said G's.
Hey, listen.
Geez. Now, hang on a minute.
Listen, all right.
Fester, you have been back to, I guess, your normal self. You've become a little more ornery.
Absolutely not. I completely disagree.
Roxanne, could you
Yes.
please help me out here?
Yeah, I 100%.
Just because I encourage you to do better than what you're doing every day.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to MJ.
Yeah.
I'm talking to everybody. I was talking to myself, too. But
Me to do better.
Yeah.
So, Roxanne, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Fester's
he's baseline.
What?
Back to his baseline.
Oh, yeah. So he's.
Whatever.
You're,
whatever, both of you.
you're getting grumpier.
Both of you.
You're a little more ornery.
Isn't that where you want to be? You want to be back to your baseline? You're healthy now. That's you.
Is the myasthenia gravis completely crawled back into your little remission hole? Is
As
it
far as I know, yeah.
just all the way,
Yeah.
just jam
All right,
back
so-
on
but
in?
let's get back
like
to-
a hermit in the cave?
Jesus.
Don't stop it!
What? I'm calling-
You just did it again!
Me calling to the
Well,
Lord
stop.
for power to get through this tedious segment?
Listen. All right. Well, and also, please, I want to be sensitive to people that have other religions as well,
Allah, help me now.
such as me, technically by birth, although I don't practice anything at this point in my life. All right, so
You're not a Buddhist?
Now, here's the deal. Fester,
What?
you, for whatever reason, frustrate a whole lot easier. Froggy, you're like totally silent over there. You just said like one word.
Yeah, I said the JC.
Yes.
Well, listen, I don't get involved in your little fisticuffs here.
Fisticuffs.
And I agree, Fester has become very grumpy.
Look
but
at
I
this.
still love
All right,
him.
hold on a minute.
I still love him.
Let me do a survey here. So I say Fester's getting more intolerant. Fester is getting grumpier. Fester has a very short fuse, and it just seems that we're doing normal radio discussion stuff on the MJ Morning Show, and you're sitting over there almost like stewing and boiling, and you're like, and I think you're going to explode like an engine that's supposed to max out at 7,500 RPM. It's doing about 12,000, and Fester's all of a sudden come.
Let me tell you who.
But
Let me tell you who I learned my short fuse from.
Yeah, why don't you tell me who?
You.
Yeah, BS.
You,
Yeah.
Mr. Short Fuse.
Yeah, whatever.
You know what you should do is let Fester put together one entire show, and he won't roll his eyes once.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
This show
But
works.
guess what? We will all roll our eyes because Fester has a warped sense of reality. You're delusional. Something I'm telling you.
This show works.
What's
in
happening?
This show works in its format. But listen, nobody holds you accountable to anything. Nobody holds you accountable.
So
Listen,
now you can be the MJ police.
It's just something that needs to be a little.
Hold on, you're going to be an MJ watchdog? Is that it?
I'm always an MJ watchdog. I'm the only one that's
Anyway,
honest with you.
Fester, let me get to the complaint before
Slick Rick comes walking in. Hey, everything's great, MJ. Listen, everything. No. Talk about your Instagram 10 more times. It's fantastic.
Who's Slick Rick?
I don't know.
Before I forget to do it
the new-
again, the new program guy.
Okay.
All right, so
I'm like, wait a minute.
listen.
Ronnie D comes walking in. Hey, MJ, you know what?
All right, Fester,
we
you
love
should
that
stop.
little
Fester,
bit.
just-
Hey, call Michelle 4 more
should
times.
stop.
Get angry at Fester for not being able to tap on the computer.
Fester.
You should stop.
Anyway, when we're doing normal content on the show, you are muttering, and you made a lady angry. A lady emailed me and said Fester needs to stop with the saying the
Okay.
Jesus
Thank
thing.
you, ma'am. Thank you.
And I said I would address it. I also pointed out, and she also said that she believes she's heard Froggy do it as well. And I said, you know what? I emailed the woman back who complained, and I said, by the way, those are the two Catholics on the show.
Yeah. Says the Jew who's Listen, who cares? What's that have to do with MJ? What does that do with anybody's religion?
I'm just pointing up because, Catholic school and the nun, if you say you got whacked over the knuckles with
I was an altar boy for 8 years.
the ruler. Listen, it's what I'm pointing out.
Unmolested, proud to
Fester,
say.
Oh, you're the one.
Okay. Oh, God.
Totally excellent experience as an altar boy.
I feel like this is like the Blues Brothers sitting before the Penguin.
I was
All right?
raised Episcopalian, which is light Catholic.
All right. Fester. It's Catholic light?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Diet
Just
Coke.
for the
You were
taste of
divorced.
it, Catholic
I thought you
light.
were raised pagan.
Fester, would you please just try to contain your grumpiness
I'll work on it.
Oh, that's going to help today.
And-
Good job, MJ.
and your sarcasm
I'll work on it.
and the listener? Could you apologize
No.
for...
I won't apologize.
You know what I think
I'm
it is?
sorry.
I think it's the beard he's growing. He's making him an angrier, different
Absolutely
kind
not.
of man.
You guys are both crazy.
Need to take you into the confessional booth
Yeah.
and,
You have to do 5 Hail Marys and 10 Our Fathers.
there you go. That's what's going to
10 of them.
cure
Yes.
Fester.
If it makes you feel any better, Fester, my mom gets really mad if she hears me say just God on the show.
Really?
Yeah, if I say, oh my God, she's like, Roxanne, she'll text me, do not talk like that.
Don't talk like that, Roxanne.
And I clarify when I say Jesus Christ by saying Jesus Christ on a crutch. Just to put that little
All right.
on the end.
Froggy,
Or
I-
on a cracker.
Yeah.
That's always a good one.
God, will you stop it? Now I'm going to get another complaint from her.
Jesus Christ on a cracker.
Stop
that
it.
sort of flows.
Stop.
It does.
All right, listen, I apologize to anyone who has been offended.
And it's a heavenly snack.
Yes. Well, it's almost like the body of Christ.
Hold on. If you're that easily offended, first of all, I sincerely apologize.
Oh,
And
listen to
second-
you.
Oh, that was my sincere apology.
You're making things worse.
No, that was my sincere apology.
Guess what? And this is the traffic report. And the MJ Morning Show is just kicking off here on a Thursday.
Amen.
It's grab packed with traffic, and the MJ Morning Show is back in. 5. It is 6:19 here on a Thursday morning, and the Pick Your ticket window opens back up at 9 o'clock this morning. Very simple. Between 9 and 9:15, we open the window. That is the time window. So sometime this morning between 9 and 9:15, I'll tell you to call in. I'll give you specific, explicit instructions to be a certain number caller. If you are, then you get to pick your ticket. And the options are Duran Duran, June 17th at Amalie, Madonna, September 7th at Amalie, and then Kenny Loggins, September 16th at the Sound and Clearwater. So the ticket window is about to open up in just a bit. All right, so Rox, I got to move on. We got a lot of stuff today. But the woman that originally complained about Fester and sometimes Froggy's mutterings on the air, she just responded via text. She was listening at the opening of the show. And what did she say?
I think we made things worse.
Oh, but I said, geez.
That's occasionally what we do to things.
Or we've got a friend that says cheese and crackers.
Oh, well, you.
And cheese and rice.
What? What do you mean, whatever?
So I can't say my thing on a cracker?
No, because that is. All right, stop.
Why would he be on a crutch? He's the savior.
Crutches and crackers. Stop. Listen.
Heal his own ankle.
So how did we make it worse before we move on?
Yeah, please.
She said she was the one who complained, and you, of course, made it into your own thing. She didn't ask for an apology. She just wondered if they could stop doing it.
But hold on a minute. But she complained, and obviously I want to address it. This is the MJ Morning Show customer service department after all. Man, you're just over there going, I'm just going to turn your mic off. All right, so Roxanne.
Have to address every stupid thing.
All right, Roxanne, can you please can you continue, please?
Please, Roxanne.
She said, I also asked MJ to forget about it, but he, of course, didn't. He didn't reply to that email.
I didn't see that email.
She sent you a second email. And he did it anyway.
Fester, will you just hang?
No, you're shutting my mic off. If we're going to go back and forth on this, we have to go back and forth. Listeners,
No,
right?
we
You
don't.
shouldn't have brought it up anyway. If anything, you should have said, hey, Fester, listen, off the air, privately.
Can we get you some D-Grump pills?
Hey,
do they have happy
stop
pills?
right now. Stop the whole thing right now. If you're going to paint this fake thing that I'm a grumpy guy here when we're going back and forth, this isn't the job for me.
It's not a fake thing.
It really is.
We are all.
I only have this job for fun, and this is the last thing it is.
Roxanne's giving me the stare.
I don't care what Roxanne's
she's
giving
going,
you.
yeah.
I don't care what Roxanne's giving you.
Roxanne, myself.
Like I'm in a witness protection program.
Fester, but it's all three of us are saying that you're getting a little grumpy.
I'm taking the day off. I'm sorry, guys. I'm leaving. I love you, MJ. You know that. This isn't what I'm here for. This isn't what I want to be doing.
Dude,
this isn't what I want to be doing.
I'm trying to address a listener's situation because this is the MJ Morning Show complaint department. All right, quickly here. Roxanne, can you please just finish up with the listener email or
that was
text?
it. She said she won't be emailing you again. We did get one comment, which I thought was nice.
Yes.
Seems like that there's some good talent are created at Catholic schools, and I think that's in reference to Froggy and Fester.
Hang on. A listener wants to jump in. Sam's in Zephyr Hills. Hello, Sam. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, I appreciate you letting me call. Look, I don't understand what the big deal is. I mean, Jesus Christ he's our Lord, I mean, you guys say all sorts of stuff on the radio, and it seems like it's a crime now to even mention his name, and I don't understand that.
Good point, sir.
Thank you, Sam.
Sam, I appreciate you weighing in. I'll let you have the final word on this because we're done. And I apologize for not responding to the second email of the listener. I can't. The name is in the email. I just forgot what the first name is, but I do apologize. And I like to be very proactive with the audience. If there is a complaint, I like to address the complaint head on and deal with it appropriately.
That's not what you're doing.
We got a Fester is the best part of the show. Does that make you feel better today? Does that put you in a good mood?
Fester is the bester.
Listen.
You know what? We'll just call him Bester from now on.
What would we call you?
I'm sure you'll come up with something.
I got a couple brewing.
Hey, Froggy, so you saw Carol Baskin riding her bike?
Yeah, with some other lady. They looked like they were having a great time.
Now, please refresh my memory. When did you see Carol Baskin and where did you see Carol Baskin, of course, of Tiger King fame on Netflix during the pandemic?
It was last week, not this last weekend, the weekend before. So 2 weekends ago, maybe?
Why did you just bring it up then?
You brought it up like on Monday at the end of the show,
Yeah, you
like the
brought
very last second of the show.
Oh, yeah, that happened this Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, I go to that pond every weekend with my
wait a
sons.
second. Hold on. You can't keep track of something that happened the day prior?
It happened 4 or 5 days
I
ago.
go to that pond every weekend, so I get my weekends confused.
At
But
the-
yeah, so this was the weekend when we saw her because I was like, because I was thinking about getting out and taking a picture with her, but she went so fast by, I just couldn't I would have to leave my car.
I would have said, "Where's Dawn?
I'm sure she gets that.
Where is Dawn? Can you tell us where Dawn is?"
I mean, it looked like her. She had some dumb thing in her hair, like she always wears.
A flower?
Yeah, she had like a flower in her hair.
I guess I'm flabbergasted that this happened on Sunday. You brought this up that you saw Carol Baskin on Monday's show in the last 5 seconds of the show.
Yeah, that's right. That was this week.
The show closer was running, the Apache music, and Froggy's like out of nowhere, "Oh, hey, I saw Carol Baskin yesterday."
No, I said, "Do you want to hear about my celebrity sighting?"
Yeah, that's right. In the last 5 seconds of the show, I'm like, "Thanks for giving me a ton of time to talk about it."
The way the show ends, MJ plays the Apache music, and kind of the wrap-up signal is, "Hey, does anybody have anything else?" And that's really a time to say, "Nope, that's about it," or a really quick blurb about something, just so he can wrap the whole show up.
Yeah, it's
And
sort of
Froggy
more of a joke. Hey, anybody have anything? Because we're shutting things down.
Anything else?
And I
No,
don't
nothing.
expect for anyone to bring up some major issue. And Froggy's like, "Hey, I saw Carol Baskin yesterday." Wait for the last 5 seconds of the show. It's kind of like Jimmy Kimmel. At the end of the show, he's like, "My apologies to Matt Damon. We ran out of time." And it's kind of like a running gag, like a joke.
And Froggy's like,
And I'm not a big Jimmy Kimmel fan, but I have seen that or heard about that little shtick several times. And the reason why I'm bringing up Carol Baskin right now is Carol Baskin apparently is moving the whole tiger rescue thing.
She's out of here.
Is she leaving? Is she selling the land? That land's got to be worth a fortune. Does she own that land? I would imagine because when she bought that,
it was the sticks when she bought it.
There was nothing up there.
When Don bought it.
There was no mall up there. There was nothing. I mean, that was probably $38 an acre up there back then.
So you're going to buy the land that the Don's buried on?
Well, hold on. We don't.
I'd build a bathroom over Don's body.
Hang on. We don't know if that's the case.
No, I mean, according to the documentary.
That has been speculated upon by many that Don might be buried on the land or fed to a tiger. Maybe he was put through a wood chipper. I mean, who knows? Maybe Don is on the beach in Costa Rica and he just hasn't come forward with the smash hit that Tiger King was. But the reason why I'm bringing up Carol Baskin is that the Big Cat Rescue, which I think we talked about this, I'm sure we did, that Michelle, my lovely wife, when Michelle was a Girl Scout leader in South Tampa, because Chloe, when she was 6 years old and wanted to be a brownie, and all the troops were all jammed up, packed and full, and we couldn't get Chloe into a brownie troop, and we had other friends of Chloe's that also wanted to get into a brownie troop, and there was no space available. So what did Michelle do? She went to the Girl Scout Council locally and said, "Okay, how do I start a new Girl Scout troop?" And blammo, Michelle got authorized and chartered, whatever the story was, and Michelle became a Girl Scout leader, started an all-new troop in South Tampa, had 8 or 9, 10 girls, and one of the trips they took, they went to the Big Cat Rescue with all these girls, and they might have walked right over Don. I don't I have no idea. I'm joking, folks. I'm being facetious. Well, anyway, the bottom line is the story broke that the Big Cat Rescue with Carol Baskin, that they're moving all of the animals to Arkansas.
Why?
To a Walmart warehouse in Bentonville.
I was about to say, what is in Arkansas?
No, it's something called Turpentine Creek. My God, that sounds like a spill from a chemical factory.
Yeah, I don't want to fish that thing.
No.
Yeah, what the fish have 3 eyeballs in Turpentine Creek.
Is it by the Formaldehyde River?
My God, there was an accident at the Sherwin-Williams factory, and now we call it Turpentine Creek.
Oh,
that is the worst name I've ever heard.
It is terrible. So ABC Action News had the story on their website.
You know what's weird though? It's gone now. The ABC Action News story is gone, but I found it other places.
No,
That's the one I sent you.
It's not. No, the link you sent was already broken. I have the story from. For whatever reason, the link you sent me didn't work. But if you went to the ABC Action News website, the story was on there. Just somehow you sent me a busted link. I don't know what happened. But the story is Big Cat Rescue announced that it entered a merger with Turpentine Creek. I guess Acid Rain Creek was that deal didn't go through. I guess.
Acid Creek.
Gasoline geysers. Right next to
Yeah. The merger with Formaldehyde Farms that didn't work, so they went with Turpentine Creek.
This is awful.
So Big Cat Rescue is going to merge with Turpentine Creek Wildlife Refuge and will be moving most of its cats to Arkansas. What is that? Is Carol Baskin just going to keep like one or two in the house?
No, she's going to keep a couple. They're going to live out their days at Big Cat Rescue, and then she's eventually going to sell it.
Yeah, because that land is probably worth a fortune. How many acres is that Big Cat Rescue? Guess what? That's going to be a whole bunch of condos. That's going to be a whole bunch of apartments, is what it's going to be. It's 67 acres. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
67 acres right on the Veterans Expressway?
Wow, she could retire.
Oh, my. Do you know what that's going to be worth?
And it's in town. It's not like you're driving past, in the mid-Pasco County. It's in Hillsborough County.
Oh, my. It's right.
Yeah.
It's right at Citrus Park Mall.
They'll probably do developments, neighborhoods in there.
Build the new Rays Stadium there.
It's actually a great location.
Yeah.
Right on top of Don.
Home plate can be on Don's head.
Exactly. So this is quite interesting. Now, Turpentine Creek Wildlife Refuge is an accredited sanctuary in Arkansas. In a statement released by Howard Baskin, he cited various factors that led Big Creek Rescue to make the decision. Howard said over the past decade, they've seen a decline in their cat population at Big Cat Rescue, with many of their cats over the age of 15. Also said that the COVID-19 pandemic and inflation have caused added financial stress. That land, 67 acres over there, that land, I'm sure is going to be worth, $100 million? 50? I mean,
insane amount of money.
That land is going to be worth a fortune. Howard also said that he and his wife, Carol, are thinking about a transition to a younger management, with Howard being 73, Carol being 62. And I think that's all the information I have that's pertinent here. Yeah, Big Cat Rescue was founded 30 years ago, occupies, 67 acres in Tampa. That land is worth a freaking Powerball fortune. All right, ladies and gentlemen, when we get back in minutes here on the MJ Morning Show, I shall roll out the beloved Morons in the news here on the MJ Morning Show. Hey, if your carpet 6:40 at the MJ Morning Show. MJ and the crew, Roxanne and Fester, Froggy, and myself, MJ. The early morons of the news are on, and, I always describe this as like radiotherapy in the sense that if you're having a bad time, if you're a little grumpalated, like Fester seems to be lately.
MJ is all the time.
No, I'm not.
Sure. Come on, all right, let's keep going.
Listen, the bottom line is, if you think that you're having a rough time, you listen to these morons in the news, and it's got to make you feel better. With a pile of morons like this, it's got to make you feel better. Just like with a name like Schmuckers, it's got to be good. Froggy, what are you...
Could you make more
That was
noise?
subtle.
What are you doing, Frog?
Sorry.
What is that?
Oh, is that what I think it is?
Oh, I have no idea what this is.
Oh, is
It's
that...
what
you want
is-
me to say?
Yes.
Is that
what-
that's the pizza cooker I
It's
saw?
a pizzazz pizza maker.
It's the noisiest appliance I've ever...
Oh my god!
Dude,
Oh my god!
you just spilled. Dude, you just.
All right,
Oh
so-
my God.
So the rotating pizza pan that cooks
Let
fell
go!
off, and Froggy knocked over his coffee
You
cup.
knocked coffee all over the place. Hurry up.
So Froggy, who drinks
Dude,
black
come on.
coffee every morning,
You're like a 5-year-old kid spilling
Oh, my
something at
God.
every freaking meal.
what a mess!
I just
this is a
knocked
bad
it.
one.
This
This
is
is
not
a
good.
bad one.
All right.
It's a full
not-
cup.
Dude,
It's the whole.
I'm about to get into morons in the news, and you bring in some pizza cooker. Oh,
Sorry,
dude,
Sorry.
your mic is not. It's not working.
Are you kidding me?
It's going on and off.
It's gonna be fine. It's
Dude, your mic is not working right now. You spilled a whole cup of coffee in the button over there.
Crap!
So during the break,
All right.
during the commercial break, Froggy said Kim, and Kim is Froggy's wife. Froggy said Kim, his wife, is so mad at him over something he bought. And then Froggy, just as we're coming back on the air, walks into the studio with an appliance, and it's a pizza cooker. What is it called?
It's a pizzazz pizza
now
maker.
okay. Now your mic's on.
Yes.
How did you get persuaded to buy this?
Pizzazz pizza maker.
Oh, stop.
All right, Froggy's doing that deliberately.
I was doing
But
that.
he did
Okay.
spill a cup of
Oh,
coffee.
there is coffee
All right,
everywhere.
all over the place.
I'm holding this in my hand. It's the Pizzazz Plus
Yeah.
rotating oven.
So this is what Kim's all angry about?
Oh my God, angry's not even the word.
Hang on. We'll deal with this in a few minutes, okay?
Sorry, but I didn't mean to be noisy. I meant to just bring it in quietly.
You just disturbed the whole show. I'm about to do morons of the news.
Sorry.
What are you thinking?
All right,
Can I go grab a pizza?
Do we have a pizza?
hold on a minute.
Okay, we'll talk about it
Just wait, and we'll talk about this in a bit. Let me do the morons in the news. Folks, I'm sorry. Very chaotic and a lot of turmoil this morning in the first 43 minutes of the show.
This is a rough start, but we'll get it back on track.
All right, early morons in the news. This is pretty insane. A shoplifter has been sentenced by the court for biting off a security guard's earlobe in the store. Yeah, that's a rough time. So a security guard busts a woman for shoplifting, and then in the ensuing altercation, the shoplifter bites off the ear of the security guard.
Oh, man.
This is out of Hillsboro, Oregon, not Hillsborough County. And it's Hillsboro. Hillsboro, Oregon. Yes, Andrew.
As long as she didn't leave the store with the piece of ear, is she charged with that too?
Oh, my God.
That's a legitimate legal argument.
It'd be a
Andrew.
defense if she didn't.
Wait a minute. Are you trying to offer up that, like, if some individual in a store jams something in their shirt or down their pants, that have they really shoplifted?
Technically, yes, they have.
Until they break the what is the ruling on that?
No, once you conceal it, it's shoplifted, but different stores have different policies.
So in the store, if you stick it down your pants, that's shoplifting, even if you haven't walked out of the store yet?
Yes, that's how they can catch you inside the store.
Gotcha. All right. Sorry, I'm not up to speed on shoplifting protocol. A convicted shoplifter has been sentenced to 70 months in prison. 70 months. So what is that? 60 months is 5 years. So it's what, 5 years, 10 months?
5 years, 10 months, almost 6 years.
5 years, 10 months in prison for biting off a security guard's earlobe during a confrontation. 31-year-old Ashley Ruth Clark. She's not a bad-looking young woman. She's 31 years old. I think she's got kind of a I'm holding it up to MJTV right now.
You think she's hot?
I think that she's attractive. Andrew, can you get the shot on the camera? Do you have it? I'm holding the mug shot of Ashley Ruth Clark up to MJTV right now.
Is this your type if Michelle wasn't around?
Oh, will you stop it? Really?
Let me see her. Let me see.
I'm just into ear play.
Oh, yeah, she kind of looks like Yasmin Bleeth before the crack.
Oh, you know what? There is a little bit of a Yasmin Bleeth thing going on here. You're right.
Before her nasal passages fell out.
31-year-old Ashley Ruth Clark pleaded guilty to second-degree assault and first-degree attempted robbery at the Washington County Courthouse in Hillsboro, Oregon. In addition to prison time, Clark will spend 3 years of post-prison supervision. Authorities said back in July of last year, she shoplifted over $800 worth of merch from Nordstrom at Washington Square Mall in Oregon. But can I point something out? This always bothers me.
Bester and I talking?
No.
No,
He doesn't know about that.
it's Nordstrom.
Right?
Okay.
So many people say Nordstrom's.
I do. I'm guilty.
Oh, it's Nordstrom's.
I add an S.
Going to Nordstrom's. It's Nordstrom.
But doesn't it belong to someone? Isn't us we the people's Nordstroms? It's Nordstrom's.
It's Nordstrom. The name of the store is Nordstrom. It's not Nordstrom's.
Dude,
I'm going to go to my Nordstrom's down the street.
That's like me saying I'm going to the Walmarts.
Now, do they still have, it was Nordstrom Rack, right?
Yeah, they still have
Nordstrom's.
that.
Do they still-
Nordstrom's rack.
But hold on a minute. Is it, go to Google. Is it Nordstrom Rack or is it Nordstrom's Rack?
Belongs to Nordstrom, so I would say it's
Oh, so
Nordstrom's.
it's possessive?
It's possessive.
Okay.
I think the name of the store is just Nordstrom Rack.
Yes.
Again, Fester just found it. Is there one still on Dale Mabry near Walters Crossing next to Home Depot? Is that still over there?
I don't know.
I try to avoid that area up in there because just the ingress and
very
egress.
congested.
It just sucks. The ingress and egress. So I when I need to go to Home Depot, for instance, I try not to go to that store. I go to the one on South Dale Mabry. But yeah, it's Nordstrom, not Nordstrom's. And the article, by the way, has it correct. They do say Nordstrom.
Thank goodness.
She shoplifted over $800 worth of merch. When she tried to leave the store without paying for the merchandise, a loss prevention officer confronted her. She physically resisted. Stop resisting! Stop resisting! So it was Paul Blart Mall Cop. She was confronted. She physically resisted and yelled obscenities as they attempted to try to recover the stolen items. The district attorney's office said on their website during the struggle, she bit the earlobe off of one of the loss prevention officers, removing at least a half-inch of the victim's earlobe. My God. That's worth almost 6 years in prison. I would think that would be at least a 10-year stretch.
10 years for an earlobe?
That's
Yes.
it's Mike Tyson.
It sounds
style.
It sounds right. 5 years, 10 months for an earlobe. Yeah.
What kind of instincts you have if you're fighting, you're in any kind of altercation and you want to bite that
You're
flesh
fighting.
dangling?
I'll bite you if
Yeah,
I'm fighting you in 2 seconds.
if we're
And
fighting-
that's the place you're going to bite, most
Anywhere.
likely?
I will bite whatever gets in my mouth if
Yeah.
I'm in a fight with you.
Me too.
Hey, could have been a nose tip. That would have been worse. Serious. Hey, there
Worse
have
for
been.
both parties because of crunchy cartilage. Ugh.
Well, I
And
love.
boogers.
Oh, jeez.
God.
Roxanne, what's the matter?
So the Nordstrom Rack in Tampa at Walter Crossings
Yeah.
opens this morning at 10 a.m. if you'd like to go shopping after the show rocks.
And shoplift. Do a reenactment.
No, we don't want to shoplift. We don't want to go there to shoplift.
Yeah, just do a reenactment and then bite the security guard. Do they even have a security guard at the Walters Crossing Tampa Nordstrom Rack?
I don't. Maybe.
Anyway, the deal is that the victim, the security guard, was rushed to the hospital, and authorities said that the earlobe, and incidentally, the loss prevention officer was not a male.
Wow.
Oh, it was a girl fight.
It was a female. So I don't know if the perp got a mouthful of earring as well. But think about
You would
this.
think.
If you get your ear bitten off, the whole lobe, half inch of the lobe, I mean, that's going to pose a problem as far as putting an earring in there.
Well, it depends. There's two different kinds of people: attached lobes and unattached lobes.
That's true.
I wonder what kind of person this was. Maybe an unattached lobe person.
It's unattached now.
Yeah.
You just bite that thing, but attached, I would imagine, would be a little harder.
So the earlobe biter was arrested by the local police department in Oregon. Authorities said she provided a false name, a false date of birth.
Oh no, the shoplifter lied.
When they finally figured out who she was, they found out that she had 2 outstanding warrants for her arrest. Man, she's a cute walking disaster, I'll tell you that.
Fester and I are trying to figure. That's what we were talking about. We can't figure it out. Is she cute or is it a really good picture? But if it's a really good picture, nobody takes good pictures when you're getting your this photo op. So she must be pretty.
If you can pull off a reasonably good mugshot, then you're a good looking person.
Hey, Andrew, do me a favor. Grab the story with the mugshot. Let's put it up on Stories Mentioned on the MJ Morning Show, and we'll have it up momentarily so you can see the mugshot of the woman that bit the security officer's ear off at Nordstrom in Oregon. Oh, my God. We'll have it up shortly, mjmorningshow.com, and then Stories Mentioned. You click on that, and blammo. I have an additional few morons in the news that we'll get to in just a bit here on the MJ broadcast. Don't move. Don't forget, also, 9 o'clock this morning, ticket window opens up, and your chance to pick your ticket 9 to 9:15 this morning. Keep listening. You'll have a choice to pick Duran Duran, Madonna, or Kenny Loggins in concert. So it's on the way on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. My good friends, Steve and Elizabeth Holland. 7:01.
All right,
Gotta-
hold on.
Did you just say is that what synthesizer Van Halen?
You said the exact
What?
name of the exact name of the synthesizer used in that song. And then what's worse, after you did that, the whole song, MJ's like doing big air piano.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
First of all,
what is a synthesizer again?
can you say the word?
I can't. It's a tough word.
It's a synthesizer.
Synthesizer.
That's a tough word.
Yeah.
A synthesizer, the keyboard.
What is it again?
Yes,
Is
at
it-
the beginning of the song, as we were coming out of the commercial break, and we played one song there, and now back to the MJ Morning Show, I pointed out on the opening of the song that you're listening to the fat sound of the Oberheim OBXA, and it's a classic 80s synthesizer made by Oberheim. And that was, first of all, Van Halen's Jump is one of the most iconic classic 80s songs.
One tune, you know what song's coming up.
Listen, all you got to hear is just this.
That's it.
That's
Yeah,
all. That's all
yep.
you need to hear. Just the very beginning of the song. All you need to hear is. You don't need to hear even any chords played. Just a little. Just a. You know right away that is Van Halen's Jump. The second you hear this, that's it. You don't even need to get to the other stuff. But yeah. So yes, I'm not making it up. The synthesizer used on Van Halen's Jump is the Oberheim OBXA, and it's got a fat analog synth sound. Are you on? They have one for sale?
Yeah, well, this is Sweetwater, and they sell new stuff. It's a
No, but it's not. It's an old keyboard. Did they?
I don't know. They have one for $5,000.
Hold on. Did they remake? Maybe they remade it. Hey, Moog. They remade some of the classic synths and resold them. They made modern versions. I just love the old fat analog synth sound in so much of the 80s music that we play. Listen, I've got a Mini Moog. I've got a 1971 Mini Moog Model D. I have a Roland Jupiter 8, which I paid $1,000 for used at, Thoroughbred Music back in like 1998. And that unit that I paid $1,000 for, things worth like $15,000 to $20,000. It's insane. So anyway, moving along. Can I finish with the early morons in the news? Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead. Now that we got that straightened out.
Hey, Fester, I've got a story from your favorite restaurant, or at least your favorite 3 a.m. restaurant.
Waffle House?
That would be correct.
Yes. I was at the Waffle House 2 weeks ago, the one on Fowler Avenue. Oh, so good.
This is bizarre. This happened at a Waffle House in New Orleans, in Louisiana. A guy posts on social media that Waffle House workers tried to prevent customers by dining inside by pouring syrup over all of the seats. What the hell?
You know what? Whenever you do a Waffle House story, immediately in my mind, what I visualize is little Fester at 9 years old or so, what were 10, 11, sitting with his dad because you went in the middle of the night to go observe, slices of life, right?
And guess what was playing on the overhead speakers?
What?
That's right. That's 100% right.
This is insane. So a video was posted online for 45 seconds. This dude shows Waffle House workers at a Waffle House in New Orleans. Throughout the video, it shows how all of the tables and booths and the seats were drenched in syrup, along with caution tape, like blocking everything off.
How irate would you be if you didn't see the caution tape and you sat in the seat and you just had a butt full of syrup?
I don't think they were letting people in. They were saying, oh, no, there's syrup all over the seats. The Waffle House exists. Well, hang on a minute. The Waffle House exists for people to go in and sit down.
Oh, look at this. It's not covered like the whole thing. It's like a stream right where
Dude, every seat and table surface has syrup poured on it. It's waffle syrup, pancake syrup.
Look at this mess.
It is. It's crazy. According to Mike Rich is the guy that put this thing on social media. The reason why they poured syrup over all the tables and chairs, all the bench seats, is so people couldn't sit down. And this guy was disgusted. He was frustrated. He urged everyone to call and complain. Now, the website where I saw this, the Daily Dot, they try to reach out to Mike to directly communicate. And they tried to get a hold of the Waffle House press people to see if the PR people at Waffle House could explain it. At this point, we don't know why the employees were trying to prevent people from coming in. Can you imagine Waffle House employees pouring syrup all over the seats so customers can't come in and sit down and eat? What is the reason? Are they just, lazy? They wanted a break?
I mean, if you think Waffle House clientele's a rough crowd,
what about the
employees-
cleanup? The stickiness. That's one of the worst things, like waffle or pancake syrup getting into little cracks and crevices. Man, that stickiness will never go away.
Need some hot water.
That's nuts. So I guess some of the counter seats, you know how Waffle House has those little round circular counter...
The stools?
The stools,
Okay,
thank
the
you.
stools. That's the technical term for
Yeah,
them.
the stool.
Okay.
Thank you. Little stool sample here on the MJ Morning Show. But they had most of the restaurant blocked off, and they had caution tape. And that section's closed. There's waffle syrup everywhere.
This is like the biggest Scooby-Doo plan ever.
What are they
Who comes up-
thinking?
No, they watched Parent Trap. That's what it was with Lindsay Lohan. Remember when she put syrup and all kinds of stuff to prank her twin?
I've never watched a Parent
It's
Trap.
really good. It was one of Lindsay's best roles.
Let me go back. Let me go back to last segment and the mugshot of the woman that bit the earlobe off the security guard at Nordstrom in Oregon.
You're talking about Ashley Ruth Clark?
Yeah, you know what? The more I look at this pic, the hotter she's getting.
Really, it was going opposite for me and Fester.
No, the more I look at her, and she's got this this look. She's got this come hither kind of
sultry, I'll bite your ear off in bed look. Is that what you're looking
She's
for?
got a look. I'm just telling you. The more I look at because I didn't throw the story away, and during the whole break, I'm kind of doing work, and I keep glancing over to the mugshot of Ashley Ruth Clark. Now, if you're just tuning in and you missed it, Ashley Ruth Clark, she was caught shoplifting $800 worth of stuff at Nordstrom in Oregon, gets into an altercation with the security guards, bites the earlobe, a half-inch earlobe off a female security guard. And they couldn't reattach the earlobe, but I'm just looking at her mugshot. I think it's a pretty hot-looking mugshot. Want to see it? Go to mjmorningshow.com. Go to mjmorningshow.com and click on Stories Mentioned, and it's the top item. Just click on the link, and then the story will pop up with her mugshot. Oh, some people were telling me if they went to mjmorningshow.com, it seems on some Android devices, they were getting the not secure connection, and they were getting like a warning. I think I have that fixed within the next couple hours, hopefully. I guess my SSL certificate ran out, the security certificate, which I think is a big, giant money-making racket. But I think it ran out. I didn't renew it, so I did renew my SSL. So our website is not dangerous. If you get a little warning that pops up, website connection not secure, it's just my SSL ran out, and I renewed it, so hopefully it's already taken effect.
Thank God.
Thank you very much. Just want to let you know. Now, this is insane. How smart is a school's principal if they fall for a $100,000 racket because they think Elon Musk wants to send them money, but you got to send Elon Musk $100,000 first? Who falls for this crap?
Elon needed to be fronted the money.
Who falls for this? This is insane.
And say again who they were targeting?
A principal at a school.
Yeah.
This is right here in Florida. It's in Volusia County, so across the other side of the state. And this is insane. A Volusia County principal at a school has resigned after sending $100,000 to a scammer who was posing as Elon Musk. This is a charter school in Volusia County, and they wrote a $100,000 check to an internet scammer who claimed they were Elon Musk. Dr. Jan McGee worked at Burns Science and Technology Center in Oak Hill, Florida.
All right.
Volusia County. The school and McGee have always been well thought of. It's an A-rated school, just under 1,000 students. There's a massive waiting list. The principal who's guided the school all these years is considered a superstar, but then they get this solicitation from a scammer who said that Elon Musk is taking notice of the school and that Elon Musk wants to donate a whole lot of money to the school. But somehow you had to send $100,000 first. And she reportedly believed the person that she made the check out to was Elon Musk's right-hand man. And if she sent in $100,000, Elon Musk was going to donate $6 million to the school. In what world do you believe that setup? Hey, send Elon Musk $100,000 and he'll send your school $6 million.
All right,
Who the hell believes that?
So this is a STEM school. It's, involved in science and technology and all that very interesting stuff.
Yep.
This teacher loves...
No, it's a principal.
This principal.
It's the principal of the school.
The principal loves Elon, and she's talked for years about getting Musk involved in some way in the STEM school program. So she's been chomping at the bit to...
Please use the original terminology.
She's been champing at the bit.
Thank you. It really is. It's champing, not chomping.
To get Musk involved. So when she gets a letter, you couldn't tell her anything. She believed it in her heart that Elon was reaching out.
I'm sorry. How are you the principal of a school and you fall for a racket like this? It's like the old Nigerian, was it the 419 scam? Was that what it was called?
With a prince?
Where he emails you and you just have to give him your bank account.
Yeah, the old Nigerian scam. Oh, my uncle was General Wabadabu from, Nigeria, and he squirreled away $67 million before the collapse of the government, and we need to get it out of Nigeria. And, we found you on AOL. And...
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you could just send $50,000 to cover expenses, we'll then wire transfer you the $67 million and you get to keep half of it. That's the old scam. And she fell for this thing hook, line, and sinker. My God. Like Elon Musk is going to need $100,000 so he can send you $6 million. Give me a break.
She totally owns this. She says.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but she's saying, I got scammed.
Yep.
It was my fault. The check did not clear. So the check didn't, the money.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So her money that she, okay.
And then she said, I take all the blame. And she says, take my eyeball.
And they did.
They did. They gouged it right out at an assembly. No, I'm kidding.
And as
a pep rally, actually.
Pep rally.
As an exit prize, they gave her a patch.
All right. It's the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Folks, you are in luck because we launch an hour and 20 minutes nonstop MJ Morning Show next. Froggy left. Froggy walked out because of this appliance dilemma that he has.
This appliance is causing him some issues all around.
But Froggy will be right back.
He didn't leave in anger.
No. Froggy left. Why did Froggy just leave? And what did he go get? And what's this appliance problem at his house? Hang on. All of that next. And a lot more because we're doing an hour and 20 minutes nonstop content next here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. saw the story that with Citizens Insurance, that rates could be going up. What they said, like 14% or something. Hey, Roxanne, do you have Citizens Insurance?
No, I broke up with them a couple of years ago.
You did.
I broke up with them.
Well, I've got my own massive home insurance problem, and then the nerve of my insurance. I'll get into this in a bit, because this whole insurance mess in Florida for homeowners insurance, what a mess. And the nerve of my insurance company for what they did to me and then what they just sent me, it's like, are you kidding me? I'll explain in just a minute. Hold on. It's coming up on the MJ Morning Show. First, though, let me let everyone know that we're now launching 1 hour and 20 minutes. It might even be a little more. We might even been rolling. It might be an hour and 25 minutes of nonstop MJ Morning Show beginning right now. Don't forget, Pick Your Ticket happens at 9 a.m. Or at least the window opens up at 9 a.m. Sometime between 9 and 9:15 this morning, you will be able to call in. Be the right number caller, and then you pick your ticket. You want to go see Duran Duran, Madonna, or Kenny Loggins, pick the concert ticket you want between 9 and 9:15. I'll tell you when to call in. Now, Froggy left the studio during the last segment. Now, we kind of got like cryptic little details here about an appliance issue. You heard Froggy making all kinds of clanking and clamoring with this device over here.
It really is the loudest of the appliances.
No, whoa. Careful.
I'm trying to be careful. That's the thing.
Froggy's got to explain what's going on. Now, I believe we did reveal that it's a pizza cooking appliance, right?
It is.
It is the pizza cooking appliance.
It is the Presto Pizzazz Plus.
The Presto Pizzazz, is this a Ninja product or no?
No, I think that's just an ad that popped up.
Oh, this is Presto.
Yeah,
This is
the
a Presto
This
product.
is off the Walmart site. The Presto Pizzazz Plus rotating pizza oven. Boy, that's a tongue twister.
All right, so Froggy, you walk in with the Presto Pizzazz Plus rotating pizza oven, and it's like a central base unit, and then it has a tray, or a circular tray, like a pizza pan, like a round pizza tray. And that sits on the outside, and you have a portion that sits underneath clearly a heater device. So this is a rotating pizza cooker.
Yeah.
And Froggy, you brought this into the studio. You even knocked your damn coffee over, nearly knocking us off the air. And this pizza cooker, which you can buy at Walmart for $64.99, this apparently is a source of some type of turmoil and consternation at your home?
Oh, is it? Yes.
So what happened? Why is this pizza maker wreck your home?
Well, it's sort of like you in the air fryer.
Oh,
like
no,
you're a
geez.
baby and you're afraid to get it. And I actually got what I wanted, but it backfired because I'm not allowed to put it on the counter for some reason.
All right,
It's not ugly or nothing, is it?
You had to bring up the air fryer, didn't you? Didn't you? You had to bring the air
Yeah,
fryer.
it's the same
didn't
thing.
You? You had to open up. But I'll stop right now.
Yeah.
All right, so
Good job, Big Shot.
Michelle won't let me get an air fryer. I want an air fryer.
When I wanted, just like I wanted this.
Now, did you run it by Kim first? Hey, Kim, I'm thinking about getting the Presto Pizzazz Plus pizza rotator.
Let me tell you right now
No.
that Michelle's good friend, Judge Liz Jack, Michelle's good friend, she came over to the house last year, and she said, hey, I'm bringing my air fryer and a bunch of vegetables. You got to try these. And she did, and they were fantastic. And I've heard tons of people, listen, I'm aware of how cool an air fryer can be.
Yeah.
So we had a friend bring over the air fryer and made kale chips, crunchy broccoli. It was great.
That sounds delicious.
And I said to Michelle, I'm getting an air fryer. And she said, nope, we don't have the space. We don't have the counter space. It's already too cluttered.
Remember, I almost got you one?
So,
I almost got you one at an
know.
event I went to,
I
and I was
know.
like, I can't because Michelle won't let him.
I'm like, Michelle, I don't have to keep the air fryer on the counter. We'll put it somewhere else. Oh, we don't have space anywhere else.
Yeah, same thing.
We do have space somewhere else. So I want an air fryer. Whether it's the Ninja one or whether it's a different air fryer, I want an air fryer. And Michelle said, nope. And, you kind of got to pick your battles. And I didn't want that to snowball into a whole big situation, so I kind of backed off the air fryer, but I still want an air fryer.
You didn't want to die on the sword of the air fryer.
There you go. So, Froggy, you have a similar dilemma now with this Presto Pizzazz rotating pizza oven, which you've brought in, and then you fled the show and you disappeared for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
He kind of leans over to me. He goes, should I go get some pizzas? I'm like, no. He's like, well, I have a pizza cooker. I was like, you know what? Just run.
Well, I heard it's really good. What if it's really, really good?
Have you never used this before?
No.
Oh, so you got it and you haven't even been allowed to use it?
No.
I mean, I'm looking at the pan here, and it's never been used.
Hang on. There's just with more facts we need to know.
Yeah.
When did you bring this pizza thing home and Kim flipped out?
And how did you get persuaded to buy it?
Well,
where did you buy it?
One of my buddies, I bought it from a friend.
From a friend?
Who's moving.
Wait a minute, you bought it from
Like at a garage
So
sale?
it's somewhat used.
Oh, it has been used?
Yeah, only 50 times.
No, it hasn't. This looks pretty new.
No, it's been used a couple times. My friend was moving, and he said, "Do you want to take this?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll
And
give you a couple bucks for it."
Which friend is this?
Just one of my buddies.
What's the buddy's name?
Skitch.
It's not Skitch.
No, my buddy John.
So John's moving, and, he's full up good. Can't put another thing in the car.
No.
Can't put the Presto Pizza Plus rotating oven in the car. Can't put it in the moving boxes.
So, and he says, but it's really great. I mean, it cooks it from the top and the bottom. He's like, you've never had an oven pizza like this. I'm telling you.
It is $64.99 on the Walmart website. What did you pay John for the rotating pizza oven?
$20.
All right.
That's not a bad deal.
I can feel now that I'm touching the surface. I can feel like a little bit of like a slick on it. So it's
been barely used.
Yeah.
You bring the rotating pizza oven home.
And I'm all excited because I want to make a pizza for me and the boys and the wife.
And what happens?
Because, just like you, MJ, I'm a pizza connoisseur. I like good pizza.
Are you?
Are not.
As you see by the pizza I brought in.
Well, hold on. We'll get to that in a second. You are not a pizza connoisseur.
So we love Pizza Hut thin crust pizza.
What?
Because we have such a good palate.
You're such a pizza connoisseur. Pizza Hut pizza. There you go.
But
okay.
I figure we spend money on that every weekend. Let's get a Presto Pizzazz pizza maker.
Yeah, from John for $20 used.
Yeah.
So
save a couple bucks.
All right, you bring the Presto Pizzazz rotating pizza oven into the house after getting it from John, and what? Kim melts down like the cheese on the pizza?
She sees it and she goes, "Get that out of the house right now."
Of course.
And I go, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "No, that's horrendous. I don't want that in our kitchen." Because we just got our kitchen redone and everything. And I'm like, who cares?
Can I call her?
Yeah, we need to call her. I want to hear Kim yell at you.
She said if you're going to call her at 7:30.
It is 7:30. Did she say that?
Yeah.
Really?
Exactly.
It's exactly 7:30. Actually, 7:29 and 50 seconds.
It's like we have the counter space for it. It's not the best looking appliance, but who really gives a turkey about what stuff looks like?
Oh,
Does
boy.
this need to sit on the countertop at all times?
No,
You
we can put it away.
Exactly.
I put my blender away, you know?
Put it on a shelf in the garage.
Yeah.
With your rat infestation
I already
problem.
said that. And she's like, no, I don't want it in the house at all.
Put it in your office.
I don't understand it. It's annoying.
Let's call Kim. Let's see if we can somehow compromise to get the pizza machine back into the house. Froggy brought it in.
When are we going to fire it up?
And then, hold on, we'll do that in a second.
Does it work? Have you tried it?
No.
Froggy went down the street to the supermarket and picked up some frozen pizzas. We're going to cook some rotating pizzas right here in the studio.
Yeah, I mean, anywhere. You just plug the thing in.
During the MJ Morning Show. Tell you what.
Fester, you're going to have to do it because I don't know how to do it.
I don't know how to do it either. I don't
You
know.
plug it in, you push the button, and you put the damn pizza on the tray.
No, you have to set the right settings.
I'll figure that part out. Where's the MJ Morning Show extension cord?
In the MJ Morning Show extension cord office.
I think the only way
Here,
that
right here.
would stay is if the pizza tastes better after it's cooked on that than it does from the oven.
Hey,
That's
guys.
what I'm saying. It's supposed to be 100 times better.
Hey, Kim, hold on 1 second. Guys, run an extension cord to the hallway. Do not plug
What?
stuff because you're pulling out an extension cord that's going underneath the equipment. Don't plug. You'll knock us off the air.
Why?
No, it's
No,
fine.
don't.
It's
Hey.
fine. I plug stuff in all the time, like
that's
curling irons and all
this
kinds of
is
stuff.
a non-broadcast
Hold on.
outlet.
You're plugging curling irons into our equipment outlets here in
You
the
can
studio?
unplug that
all the
other one.
time.
All right. Hey, Kim, Froggy's wife, Kim, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Morning.
All right. So, Kim, Froggy was ordered to take the pizza machine out of the house, so he brings it in here.
Froggy was told not to buy it because we don't need it, and then he did it anyways. And I said, we don't need that. Get it out of here. And so now, guess what? The MG Morning Show now has a pizzazz pizza, whatever thing it is, for your office. So you guys can have pizzas every morning.
Okay, it's the pizzazz plus, Kim. Okay, it's not just the pizzazz.
You're flat.
I don't care what it is. I don't want it.
Your
and I said I
sandwich
didn't
presser,
want it.
your sandwich press machine's uglier than the pizzazz. That thing's ugly.
Oh, wait a minute, Kim. You've got hold on a minute, Kim. You've got a sandwich presser machine?
You mean the gift that your dad gave me because I make paninis for you guys?
Yeah,
And
I'm
I don't
still
use
mad at him about it.
myself. I use it to make stuff for the kids. Give me a break.
I can
Michael,
make pizza
when
for
was
the kids
last
with this.
time-
Don't call
When
me
was
Michael.
the last time we had a frozen pizza in our house? Tell me.
It's about to pick up.
3 years ago during COVID. 3 years ago during COVID, and we haven't had one again.
Yeah, but
Do you know
this is going to be like having a restaurant-style pizza in our house.
It's not.
Yes,
And
it
First
is.
of all, do you know who's going to have a conniption? Super Sardo from Sardo's Pizza. The fact we got a supermarket frozen pizza in here, he's going to flip out.
Oh, what is that chooch now?
Sardo is going to flip out.
I'm saying, let's just give me this chance, Kim, to say if everybody agrees in the room that it's really good and it's better than an actual oven pizza, I'm bringing it home.
Hey, guess what? You know what you just remind me of?
What?
So Kim's got a panini machine?
Yeah.
Guess what? Michelle, she was researching. She wanted to find like a professional machine, like the sandwich, the Cuban sandwich press machines.
Oh, is she going to get one?
You know what? Hold on. Kim, hang on. I'm bringing Michelle on. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hang on a
But
minute.
you guys understand, sandwich makers are smaller. They're more compact than a pizza machine and an air fryer.
No, not the one that Michelle wants. Michelle wants one of the professional Cuban sandwich shops.
the huge one?
She wants the huge.
Oh,
she
my
was,
God.
Yeah, she was looking up like $2,800.
All right, this is a fairly compact appliance. I just plugged it in.
Hello?
Hey, Michelle, are you listening?
Yes.
All right, what are we talking about?
Panini presses.
Okay, all right, and then we've got a whole pizza machine dilemma because Froggy bought a rotating Presto Pizzazz
It's awesome.
rotating pizza oven from John, who's moving and didn't want to take it. Froggy brings it home. Kim orders the pizza rotator out of the house. It's like the fact that you won't let me get an air fryer
Yeah.
after
Can I-
Judge Liz came to the house and demonstrated how great it is.
Yeah.
And then I just remembered that you want a panini machine. You were researching a professional Cuban sandwich shop sandwich press machine. Weren't they like $3,000 or something?
Yeah.
Oh, so wait a minute. You can get a professional. That'll take up much more space than my little air fryer.
So how is this right?
All right,
I'm
MJ.
going to get it when we redo the kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
Kim, would you like to converse with Michelle here about appliances ordered out of the house?
I mean, it's just unnecessary. It's an unnecessary appliance that we don't need. And I have a solution for you and Michelle with your air fryer want, because we just got a new oven, and our oven has a setting on it where you can turn it into an air fryer. So look, I just combined two appliances into one and solved your problem.
There you
I
go.
can solve the problem about the pizza machine, and it's not coming in our house. I've given you two options of where it can go, but it will not be in our
What is up your
There's one of them sideways and up my...
up your butt sideways?
All right, hold on. I just plugged this in. This is a really cool machine.
I'm saying, at least let us try
Here's
the...
my
What's that burning?
favorite
Okay.
part.
It smells like
it has
something's
a-
burning, right?
Is
Something's
that
some
a
kind of
pizza
stench.
maker?
I don't-
Nothing's burning, but
All
an
right.
element is on now. It's
Okay.
making heat in the studio.
Hey, Kim, one of the texters said they cook almost everything on this pizzazz.
You
They
can
cook
cook-
toast, warm up food, and made chicken wings. Maybe you guys just pull your oven
it
out
smells-
of the kitchen
it
and
smells
just
like
use
this-
the
MJ.
pizzazz.
It smells like the studio's on fire.
Look what you can make with
Oh
this
my-
thing.
hang
It's
on.
not, Kim, it's not just pizza.
Now I've got the Pizzazz Pizza Plus instruction manual.
Look at this
Just rip
rotating.
the oven out and just use that.
Look at the
Save
rotating
so much
pan.
space.
See how the pan rotates underneath like that?
I see it rotating.
The high
This is gonna be so
powered.
great.
It's like a hair dryer is on a rotating.
You ever
pan.
been to the old fashioned diners where they have the dessert case?
Yeah.
And it rotates. Yeah. That's what it looks like.
Oh, dude, it smells like, smells good.
Now-
smells like I'm in Sorno's. What-
Michelle and Kim, hold on a second. So Froggy left the studio just before 7 a.m., You go to Winn-Dixie or to Publix?
Publix.
Oh, that's right. Look,
I was the first customer.
So I told him at 7 a.m. Publix opens
Right.
near the radio station. Go get some good pizza so we can try out this pizzazz pizza maker.
Nothing against Publix brands, but Froggy brings in 2 frozen Publix pizzas.
So what? Those are good.
Hold on, you couldn't bring in like Red Baron or DiGiorno?
Or Tombstone?
I like Amy's.
It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
What do you want?
By the
What do
way,
you-
I've never had a DiGiorno pizza. I couldn't
They're
even.
good.
What do you want on your tombstone?
I gotta say, I've never had a Publix
Oh, that's
brand
right.
pizza either.
Tombstone.
Tombstone Pizza Pierre.
What
Froggy.
flavors did you get?
Hold on.
You just got the pepperoni right there.
Flavor? What flavors did you
Because
get?
he got 2 boxes. I just see one
Cinnamon.
pepperoni.
So he has a pepperoni and we have a cheese.
Let's try the pepperoni first, and let's do this.
Froggy, why did you get Publix? Listen,
What do you want?
Again, Publix has, they have some good,
Generic store
store
brand
brands. But still, if you're going to get a frozen pizza, get a brand name.
If it makes this pizza really good, what happened to the pepperoni?
All the pepperoni fell to the bottom.
Oh, man.
Wait a second. No. We've got a defective pizza.
No.
I gotta reassemble the pepperoni.
I don't want your grubby. I don't want your festive fingers on the.
Just cook it like that.
Half is cheese and half is pepperoni. That's
Anyway,
it.
if you're
Just gonna
watching
eat it like that.
MJTV, you can see all this crap going on in the studio right now. All right, so Kim, Froggy cannot bring it back home.
No.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's funny.
Michelle, can I get an air fryer?
No. Have a good day. Love you guys.
Oh, my kids are going to
Oh,
school.
the-
Bye, boys.
Bye, Max and Luke.
Yeah,
guys.
kids are getting dropped off.
Love you.
Pizzazz pizza later for dinner.
Hey, Michelle.
Just so you know, Luke just told me he feels bad for you, Froggy, because everybody's yelling at you.
Yeah, thank you, Lukey. That's my buddy.
Michelle, are you still there?
Hi, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
All right, Michelle, can I get the air fryer now?
No.
God, what is the matter with you
But
two?
you can get a $3,000 professional
I'm
Cuban sandwich press.
I have not looked for that since we got here.
You were like doing days of internet research.
Yeah. And then you know what? We ended up getting an ice cream maker for you.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. Kim and Michelle, I'm going to let you guys roll. Fester's going to put the pizza on the machine. So,
Gosh, won't let me get my Porsche Panamera either. Won't let me get
wait a
nothing.
second. You want a Porsche Panamera?
Yeah.
You can cook a pizza in the engine compartment.
Hold on. You're driving a 10-year. Oh, wait a second. You're driving a 10-year-old Nissan. Is it a Titan? What do you
Nissan
drive?
Titan, yes.
You drive a 10-year-old Nissan Titan pickup truck
Yes.
with all kinds of visible damage.
Oh, all
and,
kinds.
And you want to get a Porsche Panamera?
Yes, that's going to be my next car, right, Kim?
And not only, and just go, you guys should just get on their cell phone and just go look in his car that he treats like a trash heap and tell me that I should go buy him a Porsche. Are you kidding me?
Well, you're not going to be buying it.
My God. All right, Kim, I got to run. Hey,
Bye. I love you, sweetheart.
Hey, Michelle, are you all
I
right?
love you too.
All right, bye, Kim. Michelle,
Yes.
bye-bye. Love you.
I'll get a Porsche.
Bye.
Listen.
Love you too.
I
Bye.
want pizza.
All right.
How do we do it?
I mean, pizzas or Porsches, Kim. Which one do you want?
Guys.
What are the settings?
All right.
Hey, you know what?
You got to look at the settings.
Okay, it says 20 to 23 minutes on the box
What?
at 400 degrees.
You know what I just thought of?
What's that?
Pizza and Porsches. You know, they do the car.
Oh, like a food truck? And
No,
you serve
no,
the
no,
pizzas
no.
out of the Porsche?
No. It's like cars and coffee.
Pizza in Porsche.
Yes. So like they do the cars and coffee where they have like all the people show up on like on a Saturday morning with their cars and it's like it's pizza and Porsches.
And you make a pizza in the pizzazz pizza maker in the back of the Porsche.
I think Porsche owners are my least tolerable owner group.
Yeah, they're offended right now by all of this.
I have to move on.
I feel the same way about Cadillac owners.
Shut your mouth.
Are we going to make the pizza, though?
Just put the pizza on the damn machine.
All right.
We got to look at the settings. Give me the
Guys,
book.
here's the booklet. I will hand the booklet over right
You
now.
need to know the top settings and the bottom settings. So, Fester, here. Okay, so this is what you got to do.
What are you cranking over there?
The turn past 4 to set, so I'm setting it.
Element
I think
settings.
this is the timer.
Element
Sounds like
setting,
it sounds like a ratchet. It's like you got ratchet straps over there.
12 to 15 minutes, approximate cooking time on
Okay.
dual element settings.
All right, so now it's going to start getting hot, and I got to unpack the pizza. I've fixed the
Yeah, the pepperoni's fixed.
I fixed the pepperoni issue through the plastic. I kind of
Oh,
repositioned
Yeah, he
everything.
did. He did a
Dude,
good job with that. He didn't touch
he
his
didn't- he didn't
use
finger it.
his fingers.
I
No.
do not want you fingering this pizza
No,
with
He
your,
did not.
with
He
your
did it through the plastic.
fester
It was like
fingers.
a condom for his
You want to
fingers.
talk about the most touched food that you can possibly have? It's a pizza pie. I mean, seriously, you want to know
MJ.
how many hands are on your pizza?
You can make egg rolls, chicken nuggets, hot
I
pockets,
guys, I
chicken
gotta move
wings.
on. Just put the pizza on the little
Yeah,
rotating deal.
We're going to get to try it before this big chunk of MJ Morning Show is over because
I
it's only
know.
going to take about 20 minutes to cook.
Did you buy a pizza cutter? I told you to get a pizza cutter.
They didn't have one, so I bought a.
Of course they have a pizza.
I bought scissors.
You got to look up and down. You got to go to the housewares where they have little
there. I got a knife.
Of course they have pizza cutter. Hang on a minute. Selena's in Lakeland. I got to move on here. Selena, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hello.
Selena, hello.
No, I'm still here. Hi.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi. I have one of those pizza pizzazz, and you can even bake cookies on them. I ate that on
Ooh.
vacation.
Hold on.
Yeah,
You,
okay, there for your
wait a minute.
for your
You
beach
pack
house.
it in your suitcase and bring it on vacation?
Yes, it's one on the airplane with me.
How great is it?
You take the pizza of it on an airplane?
Yes.
Through security.
Let's see. Let me get my vacation checklist. Suntan lotion, bikini, shorts, tank top, pizza maker.
I put it in my check bag on the airplane.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you, this thing's amazing.
Selena, thanks for calling.
It is amazing. And then he should get the Hamilton Beach. It's the breakfast sandwich maker. They do the best little egg McMuffins ever. I probably just got him in trouble.
I've walked by that appliance 100 times at Walmart. I'm thinking, no, I don't need that.
Thank you, Selena. Have a great day. Thanks for listening.
Put a little piece of Canadian bacon in it, a little piece of egg. It cooks the egg into a round egg, and you
hungry.
move the levers, and then a whole sandwich comes out.
The crap that happens. I mean, just the spontaneous drivel that occurs on this show. Hey, speaking of Walmart, you see they're closing 15 stores this year. When do you ever hear about Walmart closing stores? And the reason why I'm bringing this up is we are losing a Walmart store right here in the Tampa Bay area. Ladies and gentlemen, the Walmart store that is going bye-bye in the Tampa Bay area is the Pinellas Park Neighborhood Walmart Market is going bye-bye.
That's not far from here.
Okay, hold on. So that's not the Pinellas Park Walmart Supercenter.
No, this is the neighborhood market. You know, they have those
Okay.
Walmart-like supermarket-like dealies.
Right, okay.
You know, I've been in the one on Kennedy right near UT.
Yeah.
You've got the KFC and the Wendy's right nearby over there?
Yep.
Yep.
So it's a supermarket version of the Walmart.
Yeah,
so it's not the big super. I had to read that twice when I saw it.
No, the Walmart, the big Walmart, I guess, is remaining open, but Walmart is shutting down the neighborhood market in Pinellas Park, shutting it down.
Where you can get all your great value stuff.
My God, it smells like something's burning in here.
Yeah, the pizza's burning.
No, it's not burning. It's cooking.
Yeah, it's just the smell of an appliance cooking something. Nothing's burning. It's doing the sausage. The salami is already starting to sweat, MJ.
It's pepperoni. First you say sausage, then you say salami.
What is this?
It's
pepperoni.
It's a
I'm
pepperoni
sorry.
pizza. What is going on in your head?
The Publix pepperoni pizza in the Pizzazz Plus pizza. Oh God, that's a lot of peas. It's cooking. It's just cooking.
This to me is amazing. Did you see that Adam Sandler just had a hip replacement surgery done?
He plays a lot of basketball. He's like a big-time basketball player.
Dude,
so maybe.
Adam Sandler is younger than me by a year.
But guys who maybe had an injury or something.
I know a guy who had one replaced who's my age, and it's because he slipped on ice and busted his hip really bad. I mean, it happens.
Adam Sandler just revealed that he underwent hip replacement surgery. He said, my GD hip. I wonder if that listener that complained about Fester using the JC word is angry at Adam Sandler. He said that he had to change the end. I had to change that end, that I guess a movie ending, because of the Netflix comedy Murder Mystery 2. Remember, Adam Sandler, didn't he sign some ridiculous like $100 million deal to do a whole series of movies for Netflix, right?
Yes, sir. And they're all great.
Are they?
I don't think they're all great.
I like Adam Sandler movies.
I did enjoy the basketball movie that he just did.
Where he was like the scout?
I don't like the serious ones.
Yeah, no, I did like that. And I like the Bling movie that he did. What was that called? Gems.
Gems.
Yeah.
Was it just
Gemstone?
Gems?
Gems,
I'm
Gem-
conflating with Righteous Gemstones, but that's a series
No,
that has nothing to
different.
do with it. This is just
No,
Gems.
Adam Sandler's not on the Righteous
I like the
Gemstones.
one when he plays himself and his twin sister. That one's funny.
Yeah.
So
So they
Adam
don't.
Sandler just had a hip replacement done just Uncut Gems. Yeah, so the movie with the jeweler and that whole that's a pretty good movie actually. Uncut Gems. So Adam Sandler just did an interview with Variety talking about he just had hip replacement surgery. 56 years old. I mean, you think of somebody like 86 years old having hip replacement surgery.
Well, no, Shaq just had hip replacement surgery.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, you're in that.
He's 51.
In the 50s is where you start hearing people getting big things replaced.
Hey, Shaq, how's your hip replacement surgery?
Going really good. I just want everybody to know that if you have a Pizzazz Pizza Plus, you can heat up your Shaq-a-roni pizza.
Well, I was
I'm surprised he doesn't endorse it.
Hey, Shaq, I was just going to ask you. Now, you get the Shaq-a-roni at Papa John's.
Yeah.
And what are your thoughts that Froggy went to Publix and got a Publix brand frozen pizza for the Pizzazz pizza maker?
I'll kick Froggy right in the junk.
We got to get breakfast pizzas in here.
Shaq-a-roni.
Shut
That's
up,
the only
Shaq.
pizza you need.
Tired of you.
I don't want no breakfast pizza.
Do you guys know anybody? How long before the pizza's ready?
Well, it went in at 7:40-ish, so we probably have another 15, 20 minutes.
I'll give you 15
Besser's
minutes.
literally standing
I know.
over it.
It's in my mic position, so I'm like right over this pie.
It
but-
seems like it's taking longer than it would take in an oven.
And
That's
it's-
just my initial observation.
Listen, I reheat slices in the oven, and all you need is a good oven, and you need a bake stone. If you want the secret to cooking pizza, you don't need this device.
Yeah,
if
you
you
do.
have it, no, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
If you have a good oven, or just really any oven, spend $50, $80 and get a pizza stone.
What? You go to Home Depot and you get a paver
No.
for $4.99
No.
and use that.
No, it's got to be a pizza
No,
stone.
you go to the Home and Garden
Yeah.
Center and you get a square paver.
Get a good bake stone, and there's a company that I like, and they're out of Illinois. It's some small town in Illinois. If you want a great bake stone to get the crisp on the bottom of pizza in your oven, or if you're making rolls, you're heating up, if you have some bread you're heating up. If you want a good crisp, go get a pizza stone. And I'll tell you what, if you search for, if you go to Google or something, you type in bake stone oven and then Illinois, I'm sure the company where I bought 2 bake stones from will pop up in your Google search.
And if you type in garden paver and Home Depot, you'll have a bunch of other options.
Now, question. Do you guys know anyone that has a so-called dumb phone?
Oh, like a flip phone?
Yeah.
No, not offhand. But
Are
I mean,
there
I know they exist. I know people still like to have those.
Are there still dumb phones?
Think about that for a minute, because I want to get into, yes, and there's a reason why I'm bringing this up. There is a whole big shindig and to-do about these dumb phones, which has been brewing now for quite some time. And I want to talk about dumb phones in a minute. Hold on to that thought. And I want to maybe talk to people that are listening that use dumb phones. But there's a resurgence here. And I'll get to that in a second. First, though, I teased an item about something that is occurring here in the state of Florida. So you guys ready for some more great public relations for the state of Florida? Of course, we're known for, the crazy stories, the whole origination of like Florida Man and, a Florida man, chased by police, got eaten by an alligator, the whole thing. So Florida, we certainly get a bad rap for a number of things.
We deserve it.
Guess what? Now we're getting a new bad rap. Why? Because Florida is now listed among the worst states for tipping.
Huh.
I totally believe
Well,
it.
a lot of that, does that include people that travel too? Tourists that come here and maybe have different tipping customs? Maybe from different countries?
Well, you get a lot of tourists here, and if you have a lot of foreign tourists, in a lot of foreign countries, you don't tip. In a lot of foreign countries, you're at a restaurant.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that would feel weird.
It's built in.
Yeah.
Like in France, you don't tip anywhere.
In Italy.
In Italy, you don't tip. It's built into. Now,
But it's the custom. It's built into the bill.
well, no, a lot of people don't. So the servers in like France and Italy and other places, they love when they get uninformed tourists, because then they get a tip on top of the fact that the tip is really built in to your check. But the deal in Florida, you get a lot of foreigners that come to Florida also, and they don't understand. Yeah, we tip here. So I saw this story on the Channel 10 website that in a ranking of states with the most generous tippers, we are near the bottom. Florida is 48 out of 50.
Yeah, thanks, Canadians.
That's another thing. Is that real? Is that founded or unfounded that Canadians are terrible tippers? That's always been a deal. When I was in Virginia Beach, I grew up a good chunk of my life in Virginia Beach. I went to high school in Virginia Beach, and Virginia Beach would attract. For the Canadians too lazy to drive all the way down to Florida, they would stop midway and just stop in Virginia Beach. And that was always a thing because I had friends that were like waitresses or waiters working at joints on the Virginia Beach oceanfront, on the Strip, on Atlantic Avenue, whatever. And that's something I heard years ago when I was back in high school. I heard about, oh, man, the Canadians, it's summertime, they're coming and they don't tip. And I had a friend that worked at like Hojo's.
Yeah.
Oh, man, we used to go to Friday night, all you could eat clam strips. Fried clam strips at Hojo Friday nights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know if that Hojo's still there.
All the Canadians were like, if you want good clam strips, go to Virginia Beach.
But all of my friends would always complain about the Canadian tippers. But now we know that out of 50 states, that Florida is number 48 out of 50 as far as generous tipping. We're near the very, very bottom.
Okay, we had to have beaten Mississippi because Mississippi finishes last in everything.
I don't have, I guess there's a link here. I have the top states. I'll get to that here in a second. Festa, bring up the story. Maybe we can find the whole damn list.
I don't care about the top states. I want to know the scumbag states like Florida.
So you want to know who's worse than Florida?
Where'd you find it?
Well, I saw it on Channel 10, but they don't have all the stuff on here. But this is a restaurant software company data that has been shared. According to data from this restaurant software company, the study was published by the digital payment platform Toast, the one that brings up a screen with the tip amounts. That's a whole other thing. I am so fed up, and we brought this up on the show. I'm fed up with the whole forced guilt tipping scheme, where you're at a place where you typically would never tip, and then on the screen it's like, would you like to add a tip? And, they're staring at you like, hey, you going to tip? I'm watching you. Are you tipping? And I just love to hit no tip. I mean, there are places where, I'm sorry, if you're going to a fast food place and you're taking something out, you don't tip on that. They hand you the bag. You don't tip on that. I'm sorry.
We're getting some texts about
Yeah.
tipping in Canada. And yes, they're saying, they're not as good tippers, according to the texters.
Right.
But this one person says, went to a strip club in Canada many years ago, and a buddy was tipping a dancer that was on stage a normal amount in the U.S., but she gathered up the money, threw it back at him, and shouted, I am not a prostitute.
Oh.
So
what?
Got news for her.
Wait,
So maybe
are you not supposed to tip the dancers in Canada?
that's what this listener's,
Oh, my God.
Oh my.
you know,
Okay,
wondering.
I have the whole list of tipping states, by the way.
All right, you have it? All right,
Yes.
now, I'll do the top 5, and then we'll do the bottom 5. The top 5 states for tipping.
This is such crap.
The top 5 states are as follows. West Virginia, number 5. Number 4, Kentucky. Number 3, Wyoming. Number 2, Indiana. Number 1, Delaware.
West Virginia, the meth capital of
Coal miner's daughter, leaving a hell of a tip.
They're the top 5. West
Yeah,
Virginia.
they still mountain dance there.
I mean, seriously,
Well-
Mountain Dew is like what they baptize babies in, and they're a great tipping
great
state.
tippers.
Florida, we're 48 out of 50. So if you want to know the bottom states, Florida comes in at 48 with an average tip of 18.3%. By the way, the number 1 state, which is Delaware, the average tip is 21.8%.
Yeah.
So it's not a huge difference, but Florida's at number 48. Then behind us, worse than Florida, number 49 is Washington State. And number 50, the worst state in the country with the lowest average tipping,
It's got to be Mississippi.
it is not. It's California.
Mississippi.
California. Mississippi.
Hey.
Or in a strip club, you can call it
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Mississippi.
Hold up. Andrew wants me to go to phones on the. They just dropped off. Yeah, we had a caller that wanted to get it. What did they want, Andrew? They just, hey, caller, we're just about to go to you, and you dropped off. All right, 800-990-1047.
Yeah, don't you think of like this? You would have to be a good tipper. The state would have to have a range of dining experiences, like regular places to dine, fine dining. They don't have fine dining in some of these spots, Kentucky, West Virginia.
Every state has. Listen, You've got the famous what's in White Sulphur Springs? What's the famous the Greenbrier?
The Greenbrier Hotel. West Virginia has some very nice areas.
Do they?
They also have some really podunk in the hills.
But that's everywhere. So
But that's what I'm saying.
Listen, there are places in New York State. You think New York City, all cosmopolitan. There are places up in New York State where you might as well be in the middle of flipping Arkansas.
Right. So you've got to have a range to figure this out.
I had a college roommate when I went to Ithaca, and he was a townie. He was from like a little town like Catatonk or something. I'm sorry. There's a town called like Catatonic. I'm serious. It's like right off Route 96B or something, little south of Ithaca. And I think it's called Catatonk. And I had this roommate, a townie, and I'm telling you, his parents clearly were first cousins.
I got to do a pizzazz report.
Yeah, this pizza's looking really legit.
Yeah,
MJ.
okay, so it's kind of fun to watch. It's kind of mesmerizing. It's bubbling while it's cooking, and it's like little waves and stuff. It's like hypnotic.
MJ, you got to come around, just take a quick peek at this.
Hang on,
please
man.
do.
Let me take my
Watch
headphones
the
off.
cheese. It's like they're big pockets of air.
I really
filling it
wish.
up.
I think it's almost done. I don't know if the bottom's done yet, but MJ, I think the.
Oh my God, this actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, but look at it. Watch it
I'm over now
bubble
on
and wait.
Fester's mic. Hey, can I be on? Am I on Fester's camera right now? Hey, look at this. Can you hold this up?
Careful, I have it in the shot.
Oh, it's in the shot. I see it. All right.
You're gonna pick it up with a pizza on it? Are you insane?
It's like 500 degrees right now, and I'm just like, can I pick it up? No, don't pick it up.
Does that look like an oven pizza to you?
All right, so now I'm switching it to just lower, so it stops cooking the top, and it still cooks the bottom for another couple minutes.
I've got an X-Force workout this morning right after the show. I can't eat pizza now.
Oh, this
I guess I have to have a bite.
You're
All
the
right.
pizza snob.
I guess
he's the pizza snob, and you bring in Publix brand pizza. Good job. there.
Seriously,
It's gonna look how good it looks though.
with Publix having a whole entire aisle of frozen pizzas. The frozen pizza category is huge.
Yeah.
And all of these like national brands, and you walk out with Publix brand pizza. Listen,
Next week I'll bring in a Tombstone pizza.
all right. Are we going to cook pizzas like every day now
Yeah,
on the
every
MJ
day
Morning
is
Show
pizza party.
since Kim has forbidden you to bring this rotating Presto pizzazz pizza cooker home?
I tell you right now, if I gave this to Pat George, he would cook us pizza every morning.
Oh, my God.
Every morning.
Hi, it's MJ. Good morning. Who's this?
Carmine.
Oh, hey, Carmine, welcome to the MJ Morning Show. My screener's not up. Fester, can you bring up my call screener? Hey, Carmine, you're up. What's going on?
Hey, I heard you went to Ithaca College.
Yeah, I did.
What years?
I was there 84, 85, 86, and then I transferred to Old Dominion University in
The Monarch.
in Norfolk. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I never graduated because my radio career took off, and I'm a total failure in life.
Well, I graduated from Cortland State, right down the road from Ithaca.
Yeah, Dryden and all those places around there.
Maybe you guys should get lunch
Yeah.
sometime. Thanks for
Hey,
calling,
Carmen, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Hey, I want to take calls on the tipping deal.
Yeah, Carmine's like, you're from Ithaca.
So, no, seriously, if you're a server, I'd like to know, first of all, are the Canadians coming around to tipping? Or what are your thoughts about Florida being the 48th state as far as tipping goes? So we're near the bottom. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Let's grab Tony in Lithia. Hello, Tony. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Yeah, hi, good morning. Listen, I kind of wanted to set the record straight a little bit on some of the comments you made.
Yeah.
I've lived all around the world, in Europe and Asia. And in Europe, the reason there is no tipping is because servers are paid career wages, proper wages.
Yeah.
So it's not built into the check, as you say, not at all. I mean, it's expensive, but it's not because of the tip.
Well, what I'm saying, I guess what I should have clarified is the wage or the salary, the regular wage that the server gets, that clearly is factored into the check. It's factored into the cost of the food.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Agreed.
that's I should have been a little more clear.
And so custom over there, in Europe at least, is just leave the remaining change. That's normally what the custom is. So, of course, when unsuspecting Americans go and leave 20%, they're jumping for joy.
Oh, they love
without
it.
a doubt.
They love it. And
And-
you know what's happened is in some countries, and, we were in France last summer visiting Chloe, who was doing a class over the summer. We like to go to Italy when we can. And, when they know that you're American, the servers, they're like waiting for you to leave a tip, you know?
Of course.
And then when you don't leave a tip, they're like, son of an educated American not leaving a tip. So
That's it.
hey, Tony,
Now,
thanks.
another one-
Yeah, go ahead.
I've lived in Japan for 6 years.
Yep.
There's no tipping there
Right.
at all. At all. I'll give you an example. It's not restaurants, but you're in a taxi cab. You try to leave the guy a tip, he's giving it back to you. He's insulted.
Hey, listen.
Oh, yeah, I read that in Japan, they'll chase you down and say, take this back if you try to. Someone just texted me that. They'll literally come after you if you leave the restaurant and return the money.
You gave me 1 yen too much. Take it back.
That's it.
You're changed,
And the
sir.
very last one,
Yeah.
I'm Canadian, actually. I moved down here, not from Canada, but I am Canadian.
Yep.
And the main reason why maybe Canadians are not such great tippers is because they don't have as big a tipping culture, or at least size-wise, as we do here in the States. They don't tip 20%. Now it's the norm to tip 20 or more. Over there, it's typically 15. And if service is in any way not that great, server no.
Thanks for the call, Tony. Look at the phones here. And I got to talk about the dumb phones. So we're going to segue in a minute into dumb phones. And you're not going to believe what's going on with dumb phones. Not smartphones, dumb phones. Eddie is in Riverview. Eddie, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
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 Yes, Eddie. Hello.
Can you be less excited to be on the radio this morning?
No, I'm actually shocked because I've never been on the radio before.
Eddie, it's very easy. Just talk to me. Go ahead.
I was just calling to point about the tip thing you guys were just talking about, and I was wondering if they take in consideration the fact that we have a lot of retirement communities out here, if that would have anything to do with that. That's
Oh,
all.
yeah, fixed income.
Well, I'll tell you what, speaking of retirement communities and, older residents, I know that we would have to go behind like my grandparents and leave more of a tip.
Yeah.
So when grandma or they used to take us out for dinner and, you'd have to like linger behind and take a look at the tip they left. Like get the whole family out, you got a $400 tab and they leave, 4 singles on the table for the tip. So I can't tell you how many times I had to go behind and, tip for my grandparents to kind of bring the tip up to par.
Put it on the table.
Yeah. Hey, Eddie, very good call. Very good point. And you did very well for your first time on the radio.
Thank you.
Eddie, thanks for listening.
Love your show.
I'm sorry, say that again.
No, sir, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all show, man. Thank you.
Eddie, thank you. Have a great day.
All right, Eddie.
Let me grab Gabe in Dallas, Texas. Hello, Gabe. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Yeah, no, I work at DFW Airport at a bar at the airport, and the Canadians tip really well. Like, that's been my experience.
Maybe it's just that's old news. Maybe the Canadians have come around and now they're more educated that, hey, you tip 20% in America, if the service is good. I do not. If service sucks, then I let you know it. If you're not a friendly server, I let you know it. If you do a great job, I let you know it.
Yeah, I mean, in the service industry, I'm in the service industry. I'm going to tip 20% regardless, but if you're giving me good service, I'm going to tip you way more.
Hey, so I'm just curious, Gabe, as a Dallas resident, you work at the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, DFW. How are you listening to the MJ Morning Show? Are you a former Tampa Bay local?
Oh, yeah. We moved to Dallas from St. Pete back in 2008.
Gotcha. And then you found that we came back in 2020, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you, Gabe. I appreciate it. Oh, hey, so you work at a bar at the airport?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you, this is great. How do you modulate the folks that are getting tanked up? And you know what part of the problem is? You got people that sit and they go to the airport hours before their flight, and you got a bunch of nervous flyers. You got people that want to get loaded, and then some of those people get on the planes, and then they're drunk, and we know that disturbances have been caused. So what is the policy at the airport bar that you work at DFW? What is the policy? Are you guys supposed to, make sure you don't overserve, knowing that these people are probably going to get on an airplane?
Well, here's the thing about it. If you're going to work at an airport bar, you got to be a pro, because this is not for the faint of heart. You're in and out, in and out, in and out. And when you get delays and you get those times where people are sitting there for so long, you know how to cut a person off, because you got to do it. That's the thing. And not only that, it's probably the safest place to bartend, because you also have airport security, you got airport police,
you got TSA.
Yeah, you got all of that. So, if you ever have a problem, you get on the phone, airport security is going to be on it.
When's the last time, Tony, I'm sorry, Gabe. Gabe, when's the last time you had a problem with a guest, a passenger at the airport, where you needed to cut him off? Anyone ever get belligerent and threaten you?
Well, there was this one girl. She came in and she seemed normal. I gave her a drink, and then all of a sudden she was like sloshed. So it was like, I think she was on like maybe some pills or something.
Oh, so she added the alcohol to whatever pills she had, and she became just a wacko?
Oh, yeah. She couldn't stand. She's like slurring her words. We ended up having to call security.
Yeah, and she can't get on the plane. They're not going to let her fly like that.
No, not at all. Not at all.
That's crazy. Gabe,
nobody knows what the hell. Yeah.
thanks for listening, buddy. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Have a great day. All right, 2 more calls on this. Tim in Riverview, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hey, Tim.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing well. Go ahead.
So I have a great story for my first trip to Germany with my wife, because she's from Germany, and we went to the beer fest in Stuttgart, Germany.
Mm-hmm.
And her best friend's husband kept bringing shots to the table. And you have to understand there are thousands of people in one of these beer tents, and there's only one little bar that serves shots. So he kept bringing them, and I told my wife, I said, I want to get around this time. So she tells me where the bar was. I went down there, and it's like a mob, and I'm not pushing my way to get up front because I don't speak the language. I don't want somebody to take it the wrong way or something, cause a problem. So I'm just waiting patiently, like 30 minutes probably to get a round of shots. But when I get up there, I ordered what we call a Jaeger bomb. They call a flying Hirsch, which means
Right.
flying deer. And after I paid for them, I added 20%. And I kind of know that the tip is incorporated in Germany, but I was a 20%er, so I threw 20% on it. And the girl that was helping me, she goes, "Where are you from?" I told her Florida. She goes, "Oh, I'm going to remember you, Jaeger bomb from Florida." I'm like, cool. So I go back to the table. 20 minutes later, probably, I said, I'm going to go get another round of shots. I go over to that bar again, and it's a mob. I'm like 15 people back in this mob, and I'm standing there, and I'm 6'3", so I'm taller than most of the people in there. And the girl that waited on me before, she looks over everybody and points at me and says, "Jaeger bomb." And I'm like, I hold up 4 fingers. I said, 4. And next thing I know, people are passing Jaeger bombs back to me at the back of the pack.
So she moved you to the front of the line because you tipped her nicely.
Yeah, because I'm tipping 20%. She's serving me every time I'd come. I'd be at the back of the line, and they'd send them back to me, and I'd send my money up there.
Suddenly, Tim from Riverview is the front of the line. Thanks, Tim. Have a great day. All right, one more call, and then we got to talk about the whole dumb phone situation. Oh, did you see that ABC News released a little bit of the Jeremy Renner, Diane Sawyer interview a week from now? I think it's a week from last night. I think it's next Thursday. Jeremy Renner did a whole sit-down that they're going to run with Diane Sawyer. And, of course, Jeremy Renner, movie star. What action films? Is he Marvel or DC?
He is Hawkeye, isn't he?
I can't keep...
He's Hawkeye in the Marvel universe.
I can't keep track of that. I don't like the genre,
I keep getting on my Vizio TV an ad for King or Mayor of Kingstown that Jeremy Renner's in.
All right, now
he's done like I feel like a lot of military movies too, hasn't he?
He did Hurt Locker. That's what put him on the map.
Right.
Hurt Locker was
he was
fantastic.
in The Town too,
And of
Ben
course,
Affleck.
after his accident where he got run over by his snowcat, his snowplow, he did an interview. I got a couple of excerpts from that. We'll get to that coming up in just a bit. One more call here. Then we got to talk about dumb phones, and something significant apparently is happening here. Let me grab Sandy in Clearwater. Oh, Sandy.
How you doing, MJ? How are you doing?
Oh, Sandy. Go ahead, Sandy. You're on the MJ Morning Show, Sandy.
Oh, so question. What would you call it?
The survey on the credit card, or I'm sorry, the survey on the tipping.
Yeah, so were they basing that solely on sales from credit cards?
Oh, my God. Sandy, your cell phone is just awful.
Oh, is this better?
Not really. All right, so quickly, get the question out because your line is pretty bad.
Yeah, so when I tip, if I use a credit card to pay for my meal, I tip in cash.
Oh, so you tip in cash?
Yes. So that could skew the numbers too.
Oh, yeah, because
good point.
Yeah, so if it's a credit card purchase, that could skew the numbers. So maybe the data is just based on you for the Florida number, and since you tip in cash, Sandy, so you put Florida
everything.
You put Florida at 48 out of 50 states for tippers. Thank you, Sandy. We just had a bad line. Sorry about that. Dumb phones. I think Sandy had a dumb phone. It just didn't sound good. Yes, Rox.
I have no idea what you're going to say about dumb phones.
Yeah.
But can I make a comment about them before you get into this?
Yes.
Okay. Do you realize that dumb phones make you smarter? Do you realize they do? Because if you walk around with a dumb phone and you live your life with a dumb phone, you are finding directions on your own. So you're activating that portion of your brain. You're not relying on MapQuest. You are not
MapQuest
or whatever. GPS.
What is this? What is this? 1998?
The people at Waze are calling you a boomer right now.
Well, hey, and Waze is even out of business.
Waze? No.
Didn't they hold on.
The Waze app?
Google Maps.
They didn't wait. They
You
shut.
don't use Waze app on your
Hold on,
WAZE?
hold on. Didn't they shut Waze down?
No, I use it every day.
Hold on. They did something with Waze. Then Waze changed. Didn't Apple buy Waze? Didn't someone buy Waze?
I don't know if anybody bought it, but it's the best. It tells you where cops are, where traffic is.
But wait a second. I thought something changed with Waze.
Okay.
Anyways.
So I have to. So the other way that it makes you smarter is you're having a conversation with someone and you don't immediately go, oh wait, let me look that up. You rely on your memory or you rely on your imagination. So living your life walking around with a dumb phone would actually make you smarter. I want to hear your story, and I have to tell you where I'm at in my life with my phone.
That's a lot of thoughts about people
Wait
with
a minute.
dumb phones.
Yeah.
Festo, I think you overcooked the pizza.
I don't know. It's my
Well,
first time.
I do have to tell you, I was
going
to start saying I'm really leaning towards Kim's side right now because that thing was cooking from 7:40 until 8:12 or 8:11.
I kind of had to run it a
Whoa,
little
whoa!
bit.
Don't put those scissors.
We got a knife.
Those are office scissors.
Yeah.
No, he just used that to cut open the knife.
These are our.
I thought you were going to use the scissors to cut the
brand
pizza.
new knife.
So we got a brand new knife.
God.
And I used the scissors because I had like a safety seal
All
on
right,
it.
so cut the pizza, but I don't want your fingers on my slice.
Now you cut your own damn slice. I mean, seriously, here give MJ the knife.
Here, come over and cut your slice.
Hold on, I'm gonna bring the pizza around to you.
MJ's got to try it first.
Oh, did you have a pot holder? Because that pan is hot as hell.
Yeah, it's too big.
All right, so hang on. Before I get to dumb phones,
Listen, this is a little last second.
We're gonna try the pizza from Froggy's. What is it? The Presto Pizzazz rotating pizza maker.
Well, it's the MJ Morning Show Pizzazz Pizza Maker.
Hold it up to the camera right here.
Wow, this doesn't look bad.
You know what? I got to be honest.
It looks pretty good.
The Publix pizza does not look bad at all. All right, so Fester, come on over here. Put it down.
All right, here we go.
All right, and then.
All right.
I can't
Now,
touch.
don't get your grubby fingers all over it.
I'm not. I'm going to touch my slice where I want it, and also I don't want to scratch the surface of the pizza tray.
Yeah, don't
Okay,
scratch
hang on a
my
minute.
tray.
All right, I'm cutting my slice. It's a pretty good looking slice there. So I've got my fingers on my crust. It doesn't sound good, does it? I got my fingers on my crust. All right, so now let me cut. That's not terrible. There we go.
All right.
So I've
How's
just
it feel? How's it feel?
I don't know. Hang on, I'm going to try the pizza right now. This is the Publix pepperoni frozen on the Presto pizza maker.
Just talk about the
God,
consistency.
don't chew your mouth closed.
Oh, by the way, MJ, while you're chewing, the other day when Sardo brought pizza in here for us, I was eating some, and I guess it was picked up on MJ TV, and there's like a whole thread on the internet about how I look like a pig when I was eating pizza. I totally agree because I
MJ's
inhale
still
pizza.
eating it.
So people are gonna talk about what you look like right now.
You know what? It's not crunchy enough on the bottom.
What'd you do?
It's a little too soggy on the bottom for me.
It's my first time.
You're supposed to make it crunchier on the bottom.
It's my first time working it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's my first time working. Rox, you want a piece?
Yes,
Listen,
of course I do. I want to eat it like a pig and have people say I look gross.
It's
again.
not inedible, but I got to be honest. The Publix brand pizza is much better than I thought.
Yeah, it's a pretty good pizza.
It's not. It's much better than I
A
thought.
little crispier on the bottom would have been good.
Well, I'm still working. It's my first time ever playing with it.
You could do another one after.
All right, so I'm gonna move on to dumb phones now. So you're gonna leave this? Are we gonna make pizza?
Yeah.
You know, Sardo's gonna be so pissed off.
Why?
You know, Super Sardo's gonna come in here. He's gonna ask to see our pizza make. He's gonna smash it.
No. Sardo's going to change the whole business model. Just have a bunch of pizzazz pizza makers. Save himself a lot of time.
No, he's not. Listen, it doesn't come close to a good slice of pizza like Super Sardo. All right, I got to move on to dumb phones now. Dumb phone usage is on the rise. Dumb phone usage is starting to go through the roof. And dumb phones may be on the decline in certain parts of the world, but in the United States, it is a whole different story. Companies like HMD Global, who makes Nokia phones. I got to be honest, I can't tell you the last time I saw a Nokia phone. I didn't even know Nokia was still in business.
Yeah, since the days of dumb phones, that's when you last thought of that.
How did Nokia not make that transition and really get into the smartphone business? I don't get that. But apparently, Nokia continues to sell millions of mobile phones or dumb phones like from the late 90s, early 2000s. You know, the traditional like flip phone or the slide phones. And now some of those phones, though, now have features like GPS, though.
I got to tell you, I'm actually entertaining getting a dumb phone for myself.
And getting rid of your smartphone?
No, this is what's happening.
So why would you want a dumb phone and a smartphone?
Well, because, so we're talking about getting a prenup. Doug and I.
Wait.
Just like
Whoa.
Hold
on.
You just skim past
Doug's-
that.
I got to talk about that.
When you talk about doing everything ass backwards, I mean everything. I mean the whole thing is backwards.
Wait a minute. All right, now
It's like ZYXWVUT.
So
The whole thing is backwards.
Okay, in the prenup, what do you want? All right, and Doug's thing is you have to answer your phone because I have a real bad habit of not answering my phone. Like I'll just take a nap and
You
turn it
always
off.
pick up when I call you.
You call me in the right pockets
You
of time.
have never not picked up when I call you.
Well,
It's
yeah,
all-
because you call like 3-4 times in a row.
No, I don't. You pick up on the first ring when I call you.
Hear that,
so
Doug?
take
You've
that,
had some-
Doug.
You've had some good phone, whatever. That you had good phone karma with me. I happen to answer when
Phone
you call.
karma.
That's what it's called.
Anyways, I get in these moods where, like, if I'm just with my kids and I just want to focus on them, I'll put it on airplane mode. Or if I'm at home and I want to be by myself and take a nap, I'll put it in airplane mode. Or if I just am mad because he's on a trip somewhere and I just don't answer the phone for days. And so he's like, you have to answer your phone. You have to answer your phone. So if I had a dumb phone, I would not be tempted I would not be distracted by other things. I would take my kids to the park and take my dumb phone and answer the phone if he called.
All right, now, let me just wrap up the phone thing because there's another element here that the dumb phone sales increase in the United States is being driven by a particular segment of the population.
Look at this, MJ. The Nokia phone at Walmart with the track phone plan. $20. This
1988. There you go.
$19.88 for this phone. It looks like the kind of phones we had like in the late 90s.
That's awesome.
What segment of the population do you think is driving this market increase in dumb phone sales like flip phones? What segment of the population do you think is driving it here in the United States with sales going up?
Old people.
That would be a guess that I think would be number one on the list, but that is incorrect.
This whole segment's backwards. I would say it's actually the younger people.
It is. It's Generation Z, the younger segment. So certain Gen Z populations, they're tired of screens. There's a guy by the name of Jose Briones who's listen to this, a dumb phone influencer.
That's awesome.
And he's a moderator of the subreddit group r/dumbphones. And he says they don't know what's going on with the mental health and they're trying to make cutbacks. Meaning, many people think that our attachment to these smartphones are unhealthy. And I think they're right. I think we pay way too much attention to our phones. You go to a restaurant and you got all kinds of people sitting around a table. You got a family out, and half the time, the whole damn family's on their phones and no one's talking to each other. You've seen it. You know it. How about dinner at the house? We had to tell our kids.
You can't have phones at the
Can't
table.
have phones at the dinner table.
Yeah.
Take your phones and put them somewhere else.
Dinner table's a no phone zone. Yeah, we have that.
The other day I woke up, I was taking a nap, and I guess my phone, I was looking at it before I fell asleep. It fell into the side of the couch. But I woke up and I couldn't find it, and I had my whole family tearing the house apart. I was like, we have to find this phone.
You were panicking?
Yeah, and I'm like, this is such a bad example for my children.
My wife fell asleep with her phone in her hand, and her phone was like still in her hand. I'm like, honey, wake up. Put your phone down.
Yeah.
She put it down. I was watching a person walking their dog in my neighborhood, and the dog's leading the way. The person's walking with their head just buried in their phone. And I'm like, that person, a car could come by. They're paying any attention to what's happening.
Before I move on, I got to talk about this prenup thing. I know you were hoping I would forget about it.
It's a joke. It's a joke. I mean, it's
no, it's not. Now you're trying to brush us off. You're trying to get us to get off the trail here and call it a joke.
If Doug's big demand is her pick up her phone, it does sound kind of jokey.
Now, hang on a minute. We have an update here because we did actually, or I said on the air, I don't know, week and a half ago, that Roxanne had mentioned to me that she thinks that Doug and herself, that they could get married this year. So, ladies and gentlemen, Roxanne and Doug. Now, you said it to me off the air, and then you're like, why did you say that on the air? Well, because you never said,
I wasn't talking to you when I said it.
Well, who were you talking to?
Myself.
What? All right.
Remember?
All right.
We've been through this.
Roxanne was having a conversation with herself, and she said, I think we're going to get married this year.
I said, I think I probably am going to get married this year at 2023. Yep.
You weren't talking to yourself. Who has a conversation like that with well, maybe there's
Sybil.
more.
Maybe,
yeah. Sybil.
All right.
All right. Now, when are you guys talking about getting married?
The end of the year.
Would that be Thanksgiving? Would that be Christmas?
The last quarter.
So like Thanksgiving time?
Well, October, November, December. That's Q4.
Yeah.
You should have a Halloween zombie wedding.
Oh, that would be fun.
And then what about this prenup? Who brought a prenup?
I did. I was like, do you think we need to get a prenup?
Whose net worth is more? Yours?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, that's right. You're an accountant by trade. Yeah. So right now, if you were to reveal on the show your best guess at this point, now before you get into all the numbers, if you were to guess, seriously, whose net worth is more? Is it you?
Are you really asking me this?
Or is it Doug?
Oh, how about the same question for you and Michelle? If you guys have just been cohabitating this whole time.
My net worth was more. Okay, I just answered. Boom. In 1 second flat. Yes, I just answered.
Like 10,000.
Yes, my net worth was more. Whenever I was dating Michelle, whenever we were engaged, yes, my net worth was more than Michelle's.
Michelle essentially brought a couple of pairs of shoes to the party.
So I don't think that worked out the way you want. I don't think that worked out the way you wanted it to work out. So Roxanne, seriously, I mean, it's a fair question. You're talking about a prenup now. So whose net worth is more? If you were to guess, is it yours or Dig Dug's?
Probably his.
By how much?
I don't know.
Millions.
So we got to get some
millions and millions of dollars.
Well, according to Celebrity Net Worth, Roxanne's only worth $12 million, and Doug's got to be 50 or 100.
Hold on, is that true? Does it still say that?
It changes all the time. It depends what the market's doing. So the Celebrity Net Worth must think I have a lot of stock.
These Celebrity Net Worth websites are ridiculous. They are totally, completely wrong. And one of the sites, didn't they have Roxanne Wilder's net worth really at $12 million, right?
One time it was as high as $18 million.
Wow, that was a good year.
And I really base my spending habits on whatever Celebrity Net Worth says about me. And I was like, okay, well, I'm in good shape right now.
That's what she uses when she applies for credit. She's like, well, Celebrity Net Worth.
Who cares about the markets?
I don't know much about you, but Roxanne, is your net worth $18 million?
No. It is not. I can fairly answer that nosy financial question. And say
is your net worth $12 million?
We're not going to play a mountain climbing game here. No, we're not.
I will tell you.
Why not? Come on. This is the Price is Right version of the MJ Morning Show.
The net worth is closer to 12 than it is 18. Because it's 13.
I have the Jeremy Renner audio that was released by ABC a week from now. So next Thursday night, there's going to be like an hour interview of Jeremy Renner by Diane Sawyer.
It's going to be great.
And they released a couple of clips. Do you remember the 911 call? Remember we played that?
And he's like, oh, in the background.
Oh, man, that was awful. Yeah, this was the 911 call, and somebody called 911 right away, and Jeremy Renner was run over by his snowcat.
Someone's been run over by a snowcat. Hurry. He's been crushed. There's a lot of blood over here. He is in rough shape. Keep breathing, man. Keep fighting. Hang in there, brother.
And that was him. I mean, that's awful. I mean, that sends like chills down your spine.
The guy's already walking again. Well, sort of.
What happened to him is unbelievable. And then Diane Sawyer was reading the list of like all of his broken bones. It is ridiculous. Listen to some of the excerpts from the upcoming Jeremy Renner interview.
Do you remember the pain?
Oh, all of it. Yeah, I was awake through every moment. I'd do it again.
You'd do it again?
Yeah, I'd do it again.
What?
Because it was going right at my nephew.
You have a video which is haunting. It's January 1st at 8:42 in the morning, 13 minutes away.
And what he said when he said, I do it again.
Yeah, what was that?
He was saving his nephew. His nephew's, somewhat.
Oh.
Nephew looks like he's actually like late teens or somewhere in the 20s.
I mean, if you had the opportunity you got hurt saving somebody, you'd save that same person again.
I forgot he was saving somebody.
The nephew is not like a little 8-year-old kid. The nephew is like an adult. And the nephew, I think, was about to be run over by the snowcat. So Jeremy Renner runs to the snowcat and tries to hop in. Whatever the story was, and he slipped and then fell underneath the treads of this 14,300-pound snowcat device, and it just mangled him.
8 ribs broken in 14 places.
Yeah.
Right knee, right ankle broken, left leg tibia broken, the left ankle broken, right clavicle broken, right shoulder broken, face-eye socket, the jaw, the mandible broken, lung collapsed, pierced from the rib bone, your liver, which sounds terrifying.
Yeah. And then, like, what's my body look like? Am I just going to be like a spine and a brain, like a science experiment?
I heard that you had, in sign language, you said to your family, I'm sorry.
He's like crying.
Yeah. Sorry.
Did you hear that list of broken stuff and punctured lung, pierced liver?
How's that guy already moving?
It is incredible.
I don't understand.
Well, that's the point. You listen to all of the. I want to play that again. I couldn't even keep track of all the things that were broken on this guy. This is miraculous that he's alive, and he's like doing rehab, and he's working with the resistance bands, and he's walking around.
8 ribs broken in 14 places.
Yeah.
8 ribs. So that means
each rib broke like 3 times.
Well, what do we have? A dozen? How many do we
2,
have?
4, 6,
How many
8,
ribs?
Yeah.
Whatever it is, I think Dolly Parton is missing 2 of them.
I think.
Yeah, we have 24. We have 12 on each.
12 ribs on each side?
Yep.
So those things just snapped.
Right knee, right ankle broken. Left
Right knee, right ankle,
leg tibia broken.
left leg tibia.
Left ankle broken, right clavicle broken, right shoulder broken, face-eye socket, the jaw, the mandible broken, lung collapsed, pierced from the rib bone, your liver, which sounds terrifying.
It's unbelievable. I mean, it's unbelievable. So then Jeremy Renner was asked, about surviving, and he said,
I chose to survive. He's not going to kill me. No way.
So he said, I was going to let the snowcat kill me.
Do you dream of doing those stunts again?
I've lost a lot of flesh and bone in this experience, but I've been refueled and refilled with love and titanium.
Dude, I got like a hook in my hand, and I wanted to like throw myself off a bridge. It hurt so bad. And this guy's like broke every piece of his body.
There's got to be a level of pain where you just don't process it anymore.
Unbelievable.
He's going to be in pain forever, though, because, think of people like Evel Knievel, and they're just always, their whole body hurts for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
And Diane Sawyer asked him, are you going to do stunts again? I think that remains to be seen on what he's going to be able to physically do.
I think he should stay away from stunts. That would be what I would advise.
And then finally, Diane Sawyer asks about looking in the mirror.
You look in the mirror, and do you see the same face?
No, I see a lucky man.
Yes, you are a very lucky man. That's unbelievable.
He's all positive. Look at him.
Speaking of celebrities, Nicolas Cage.
Yes, Nicolas Cage.
Is this true? Nicolas Cage did an interview, and he claims, I guess he did an Entertainment Tonight interview, and he claims that people would walk up to him for the longest time and slap him in the face. He said he'd be in the airport or he'd be out in public somewhere, and people would just walk up to him and slap him in the face. Do you know why that might be? Why would people slap Nicolas Cage in the face?
Is there a famous
This
scene
is the movie
where he gets
Raising Arizona?
Nope.
Raising Arizona?
Let me play the soundbite.
Snap out of it.
Oh, I know who that is.
Snap out of it.
That was my grandmother's favorite movie forever.
Yeah, what was it?
Was it Moonstruck?
Yes, it was.
Oh,
Was it
yeah.
Cher?
Cher.
And the Italian
Snap
family?
out of it.
Can I make a confession? I've never seen Moonstruck.
I'm with you. Never.
I've
Never seen it.
I've never seen Moonstruck outside of my grandmother's living room.
I want to watch Moonstruck tonight,
It's
Dominic.
it's the Cher part.
Never saw the movie, but I know the scene.
Snap out of it.
You need a beautiful woman like Cher.
Have
Look
you
at
seen her in Mask?
She's beautiful.
She's part of the Turks gang. They have a stutterer.
Yeah, Cher smacks him.
Spit it out, Fester.
Slayer. Cher slaps him. I combine the words.
I have a list that's been compiled by, I guess, Yelp, and 6 Tampa area restaurants have been named the best in all of the state by Yelp.
That's cool.
Ooh.
Listen, when you get on any good Yelp list, that's saying something.
Do you put a lot of stock and credence in Yelp, though? I mean, listen,
I don't.
obviously some reviews are going to be accurate. Listen, are there going to be restaurants on Yelp that are really good? But, sometimes, and it's happened with Yelp, and I'll see high ratings or recommendations for a restaurant, and I'll be... You know what? I don't agree with that. I don't think that's... And another thing is like TripAdvisor. Sometimes you can't always rely on, but you can sometimes. You kind of have to know. If it's your hometown, you kind of know. But when you're traveling, I've found that Yelp is not always 100% accurate, although there are plenty of great restaurants that are on Yelp. And I'll give you an example in a minute. But also TripAdvisor, we've been traveling... And sometimes you've got restaurants that just get a lot of volume and users, and they get a lot of reviews and a lot of mentions, and it gets pushed to the top. But it's not necessarily the best, is what I'm saying. Yeah, Andrew.
Whether it's Yelp, Google, Travel, any TripAdvisor, are people more likely to make a comment when it's a bad experience?
You know what? When they were unsolicited, I would agree with that. But now everybody's asking for reviews, and people are conscious of leaving good reviews. If you have a good experience, you leave a good experience.
All right, here's the deal. I know, and some of these I've been to, some of these I haven't been to, and these apparently are 6 Tampa area restaurants that have been named the best in all of Florida. And, I've been to some of them I haven't. Rox, what were we going to say?
I was going to say that I don't believe all the negative reviews on Yelp. I've never left a negative review on any restaurant. I've left positive reviews. Sometimes I feel like writing a negative review, and then I don't. And then like a week later, I'll think about how I felt at that moment, and I'll realize, it was just a bad day for them. Might have been a bad day for me. Like, in other words, I think people get really passionate when they have a bad experience, and it's blown out of proportion. So I don't believe all the negative stuff.
Here we go. So these are 6 restaurants in the Tampa Bay area that have been named best in Florida. The first one on here is Oxford Exchange.
That's a great place.
I've never been.
Oh, it's awesome.
I thought that was a clothing store.
No, it is a bookstore in addition to being tea, coffee, and food restaurant.
I have never been to the Oxford Exchange.
They sell ox?
On the list. Now, guess what else is on the list? Olivia is on the list. Now, I can tell you right now that Olivia belongs on this list.
Oh, I can tell you that too. I sat there for 8 hours.
That's right.
Roxanne went there and didn't leave. She had a liquid lunch with a bunch of girls.
They had to call the police and have you issued a trespass warrant. No, Olivia's fantastic. Olivia is superb, and I agree with that because I know from experience that Chef Chris Ponce Olivia is fantastic. Next on the list is Rice and Spice.
Ooh,
I've never even heard of it.
I thought that was a clothing store.
They all sound like clothing stores.
No, I've never even heard of that one.
Where'd you get that shirt? Olivia's. Oh, really? Yes. Where'd you get this pants? Rice and Spice.
Where is Rice and Spice? On Sheldon Road.
Never heard of it.
11625 Sheldon Road in Tampa. That's going to be what, Town and Country area, or
kind of? Is it near the West Chase area?
Or is it further up towards West Chase? Roxanne,
Rice and Spice. I've never heard of them.
So
I have to check it out.
We've never heard of Rice and Spice.
So it's right there under our nose.
It's in a strip mall, so it's not a freestanding building. I'm only looking at their images online.
Okay, I'm going to have to check them out.
The next is Daily Eats.
In Hyde Park.
And that's on South Howard.
I've heard of that
And
one.
I haven't been to Daily Eats in a long time. I think I was at Daily Eats like 15 years ago. But they're on the list. Next on the list is Wright's Gourmet House.
Oh,
that place is good.
And that's Wright's Sandwich Shop. I mean, a perennial favorite in South Tampa.
Yeah.
You know, Michelle loves a turkey sandwich from Wright's.
This is crazy.
Michelle,
the day that I was at Olivia's,
Yeah.
Olivia, I'm sorry, my friend also brought me a cake from Wright's.
Wow.
And I was just about to bring that up, that Michelle is a massive fan of the chocolate cake. We've had many a birthday party at my house, whether it's Michelle, whether it's a relative, whether it's one of the kids. Oh, we've had plenty of Wright's chocolate cakes at the house. So Wright's Gourmet House is on the list. Of course, Southdale Mabry and what is that? Just south of Kennedy on Dale Mabry.
Across the street from the Publix at Neptune.
It's just south of Henderson.
South of Henderson.
Across from the Publix, exactly. And then the last one on the list, and also right in that vicinity, the old Johto location, which is Izakaya Tori, is on the list, and I haven't been there either.
Okay, that's definitely a clothing store.
Izakaya Tori is on the list. You know, that's
Designer.
where. Do you know that Yoko from Yoko's, and I think Yoko's has done an amazing job, just a consistent, solid place. I first met Yoko from Yoko's in South Tampa. She used to work at Johto.
Oh, God.
And then Johto, she left and opened up her own place and became Yoko's. And then now Johto, they sold out, a couple of years ago? And it became this Izakaya Tori, and now it's listed as one of the 6 best on Yelp in the whole state of Florida.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's not. It's not funny because, Yoko at Johto, I mean, something with an O would have been funnier.
Yeah. So has anyone here been to this place, Izakaya Tori? I haven't
check
been.
it out.
Is it a sushi place?
I'll tell you what, I think it's Japanese food. I'm sure they serve sushi, yeah. But you know what people have told me?
Is that Yoko's son's place?
No, that was Soho.
I'm confused.
And then Jeff sold Soho.
So Yoko and Soho with Johto.
Johto.
Oh, no. Let's go.
Let's just go to Arigato. Oh, my gosh. That's crazy.
But what was I saying? I was saying something. But I have not been to what I was saying was people have told me, and they said that it's like jammed. It's like tough to get in, tough to park. And so obviously, people seem to like it. But so those are 6 Tampa restaurants that are now named best in Florida by Yelp. And keep in mind, there are plenty of other amazing restaurants, which I would deem, worthy of this list as well, that are not on the list. The Tampa Bay area restaurant scene is really getting strong. In the last couple of years, last 5 years, and then even just the last year and a half, the restaurant scene has exploded. You got Roca, great Italian place. You've got, speaking of Chris Pont, you got Pont Modern American in Midtown is phenomenal. You got the mainstays. You got the old school places like Donatello. You got a Cafe Paradiso. You got my buddy Massimo, who I love, up in Palm Harbor. I mean, there's so many. You got Burns. There's so many. You got the old school places, but the new restaurant scene has also been exploding. And there's been tremendous growth, and the Tampa Bay area restaurant bar has absolutely been raised.
Yeah, don't underestimate the BJ's Restaurant and Brew House in Pinellas Park, Citrus Park, and Brandon.
I shall not.
There's one in Wesley Chapel also. We love it. It's fantastic.
You know what I didn't bring up yesterday?
What?
The finger pop deal.
Oh, yeah, you talked about that. Your kids do it or something.
Oh, yes. I don't know if Julian's available. He's back at school. Yeah.
Was this the finger snap thing that kids do?
No, it's finger pop. And
what?
Let me see if Julian's available. He might be in class already. And I want to know the origin of this thing.
Good morning.
Good morning, Julian. Are you not in class yet?
No, I will be in 5 minutes. What's up?
All right, quickly. Can you tell me where the finger pop originated?
Oh gosh.
Can you explain, first of all, I brought this up yesterday, and I can't remember what precipitated this, but I brought it up on the show, and I'm like, and my kids do this finger pop thing, and it's like, stop! Don't leave me alone back there! All right, so why don't you explain what the finger pop is?
It's where you can take an object, like, I don't know, sometimes we'll be skiing and it could be a ski pole,
or your finger.
Or your finger, like a shoe, and we just kind of like kick you in the butt, but like between the cheeks.
So it's a touch or a poke between the butt cheeks, and then they say finger pop. And
What?
Yes.
Sounds like.
Oh my God! It sounds like Julian. This sounds like it originated in prison, dude. You may want to cut this out now.
It probably did.
It sounds like an arrestable offense, actually. All right. So where did you learn about finger pop?
Oh God! I honestly, I think it's been so long. I don't even know.
So you put your hand on another dude's crack and yell finger pop and think it's funny?
I mean, I don't use my fingers.
Oh, you
That's
use
why I said like ski pole or like an umbrella.
And whenever the kids,
you can get a lot of trouble for that.
Now listen,
it hurts somebody.
Whenever the kids, Chloe or Julian, have done this to me, Michelle bursts out laughing. Michelle goes into hysterics whenever I get finger popped. I am typically the victim of the finger pop. Because then they touch you with a pole or whatever in the back of your butt, and they go, finger pop! I'm like, what the hell?
I saw a video of a guy who was at work, and you know how they have those really hard air guns?
Yeah.
They go psh, like that?
Like in machine shops and stuff.
This guy, they're playing, it's sort of a modified finger pop, but he used the air blower thing.
Really?
And did it. Guy dropped dead.
Are you serious?
Yeah, from the air.
The air. Oh
Go-
my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
They, like, went through
you
his
wanna see the- you wanna see the
intestines?
video?
No, we don't.
I do.
I'll show you the video.
I don't bring up the video. So, Julian, before you go, how did you learn about finger pop? You don't even know? You can't even tell me?
No, it's been so long. I have no clue. The origin it's unknown.
And I'm amazed that Roxanne, Fester, and Froggy, you've never heard of this?
I usually don't hang out with friends who enjoy touching my crack. Julian, do you understand that when you do that to a real man, he's going to turn around and break every tooth in your face?
Yes, they only do it to me.
Yeah, I mean, you're the dad.
So it goes like.
It's just
I don't know.
It's just a touch. It's like a you
okay.
just touch the
It's
area.
just a little poke.
It's a poke, exactly. That's
poke?
what it's a poke, and they go
Is it?
finger pop.
So is it like above your crack or?
It's kind of like right, just
Okay, that's it.
There are a couple of things where my answer is arrest me and put me in front of a jury of my peers. And if one dude touches me there and I turn around and knock him out, fine. Come and get me, officer. I'll stand trial for this.
Yeah, they only do it to me. They don't do it.
MJ.
They don't do it to other people.
You got to teach your son a lesson now before somebody else does.
No, but Michelle will do it to me. Chloe will do it, and I'm typically the recipient of the finger pop. And whenever they do it, they laugh hysterically. Because they know it bothers. No, I don't. No.
There's no audio. There's no audio.
I don't want to see the video.
Horror prank with compressed air cost the life of a factory worker.
I don't want to see it.
Just
Stop.
He's blowing him with the air.
All right, Julian. Hey, Julian, I'll talk to you later, buddy.
No audio.
There's no audio.
I have good in school. Have
good in school, Julian.
Have good in school. Goodbye. Hang on a minute. We have a caller that thinks they know the origin of the finger pop. Hi, good morning. Who's this?
This is Nick from St. Louis. I've actually been listening to you since back in the days you were in St. Louis.
Excellent.
Wow.
Many years ago. We were on the air in St. Louis for 14 years.
Yes, you were.
From 98 to 2012.
Good times.
All right, so you know the origin of finger pop?
Yeah, so as a older adult that still watches anime, it originated back in like the early 2000s on a show called Naruto, and they go around, and it's the big joke is they'll transport behind the person and then take two fingers and just shove it right up their butt crack.
The finger pop. All right. Well, thank you very much.
And like I said, that's been around for a while. And so me and my friends as teenagers,
Right.
we were doing it, and I am 36 now.
And are you still doing it?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
I think you should call it finger poop.
Outgrow those things,
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate the call. What do you say, Roxanne?
You should call it finger poop because that's what's
Oh,
going to
no,
happen.
you don't. It's not.
That's what it sounds like to me.
It's a touch. It's just a. It's touch.
I guess they did it on Adam Sandler's Grown Ups.
Yeah.
Okay. You're getting text on this?
Yeah, apparently there's a scene from 21 Jump Street, the remake with Channing Tatum.
So this is a pop culture. This is a finger pop culture thing.
He would come up with that.
There you go. So it's becoming more. We're getting educated that it's even more prevalent. Adam Sandler, Channing Tatum.
I guess it's okay if everybody's doing it.
Look at that.
Okay.
It is 8:46. It is the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Hey, the ticket window opens up in a few minutes. It is 8:46 right now. At 9 o'clock, we open up the ticket window, and that means the window between 9 and 9:15. I'll tell you when to call in, what number caller to be, and you get to pick your ticket. Duran Duran, Madonna, and Kenny Loggins. Those are the options, and you could win in minutes here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. I just heard you go... Was that you?
I've been doing a little more researching into the naming of that activity.
Hold on to the thought. Just hold on to the thought.
Oh, God.
Let me take a quick break. Listen, we're late. We just did an hour and 25 minutes nonstop.
I don't ever want to talk about finger popping again.
Okay, so we'll just end it right here.
Because it's foul.
Well, all right, let's just stop. Just stop right there. All right, we're back in minutes. Another long chunk of the MJ Morning Show is next here on Q105. MJ Morning Show on Q105, 8:55. And that means we're about 5 minutes away from the MJ Morning Show ticket window opening up. Roxanne, is something we're holding you from over here? Roxanne's on a phone conversation.
All right, all I hear her saying is, I'm sorry, I gotta go. And I'm sorry, I gotta hang up now.
You should have said that like 20 seconds ago.
Yeah, it was a... okay, sorry.
Who you talking? Who you talking to?
I was just talking about my kids with Doug.
Oh, I'm very lovely.
All right. Hey, Doug. Thanks for listening.
Hope the kids are okay. Doug, know we talked about your impending wedding this year?
I had to tell him that because he always hears it from other people, so I have to tell him from the horse's mouth.
Ah, gotcha.
And you would be the horse in this case?
Yes.
Oh.
So the window opens up now in 4 minutes. At 9 o'clock, we open up the MJ Morning Show ticket window. From 9 to 9:15, the box office is open. Sometime between 9 and 9:15, we'll tell you to call in. We'll tell you what number caller to be. If you are, you get to pick your ticket. Duran Duran, Madonna, or Kenny Loggins concert tickets right here on the MJ Morning Show. It happens in minutes. I mentioned my insurance problem, and I know there are a lot of people in my boat. Oh, my God. So my homeowner's insurance, my policy expires like the end of May, and I've been canceled. My insurance company is AIG, and AIG sent me a note. They're canceling all my policy. Oh, except for one.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you in a second.
Okay.
So my homeowner's insurance is being canceled because they're reducing their exposure, their risk in the state of Florida because that hurricane Ian, yeah.
Well, it's been a bunch of hurricanes. Ian was just the last straw.
It's a mess. The whole insurance issue in the state of Florida is crazy. I'm just hearing nightmares. I'm hearing horror stories. There are cancellations flying left and right. The reason why I'm bringing this up is there was a story that came out yesterday that the insurance of last resort, Citizens Insurance, may increase rates by roughly 14% on average statewide. So your mileage may vary. So it's an average of about 14%, but it varies. It could be as high as 15%, as low as 12.5% or 12.2%. But board members with Citizens were meeting, and they're looking for an average increase of 14.2% statewide. And, of course, Citizens is the insurer of last resort. And I've always heard horror stories about them. That, try to get a hold of anybody or try to, get paid out if you have a claim. And, there are also limitations. There's a cap. But my homeowners is being canceled effective at the end of May, right as we're getting into literally at the start of hurricane season, I'm losing my homeowner's insurance. And, I'm in a flood zone. It's like 812 now. It was 810 when I built my house, and I even built my house up. My first floor is at 11 feet 3 inches. And now they're saying, oh, no, you're under because you're not at 12. So guess I should have gone to 12 when I designed my house 20 years ago.
11 feet 3 inches. Get that, Greg?
Yeah.
The next time we do MJ Morning Show trivia, one of the questions is Greg asked me, he goes, hey, I'm making an MJ Morning Show trivia page. I was like, okay. He goes, how high is MJ's house over flood level? I was like, dude, I don't know. He's like, well, next time he mentions it, just tell me.
Let me tell you what a bunch of putzes AIG Insurance is. So they first send me notes that, we're canceling your policy because you had a late payment in 2019.
I remember that.
I'm like, what the heck? Give me that's the best you can do? You're canceling my homeowner's insurance because after review, I had a late payment by a day or 2 days in 2019? Are you kidding me? Give me a break. So wait a minute, but you didn't cancel my insurance in 2020, 2021, 2022?
We took every other month's payment.
It's almost like they were trying to come up with an excuse if they had insurance regulators come to, he was late with a payment in 2019. Yeah. But listen to these AIG insurance putzes. They send me a renewal for my car insurance. But they've canceled everything else, but they send me a renewal for, hey, AIG, if you think that I'm going to send you a dime, if you think I'm going to send you 1 red cent,
whoa,
I'm not. I'm canceling you on the car insurance. I'm going to walk across the street because Flo is right across the street.
She's in a bikini.
We've got a big progressive building right across the street. I'm going to see Flo. AIG sends me a renewal for my car insurance after after canceling everything else.
Dare they?
Oh, screw yourself. Yes, Rox.
MJ, not to get too legal biggly.
Yeah.
But are
Not
you
to be too what?
legal biggly?
Legally biggly?
Biggly.
Yes.
There's
Biggly,
a.
biggly.
are
It's like
you,
grape ape, biggly, biggly. Go ahead.
Are you familiar with the tort reform bill
Yes.
that just became law?
Yep.
And what I understand
Seems like
from-
it's making things worse.
Exactly. My understanding from speaking with an attorney about this recent tort reform, which was just whooshed right through, is that it is going to make it more difficult for homeowners to collect from their insurance companies. That's going to be one of the intended or unintended consequences of this tort reform. And so it just feels like in homeowners insurance, it's becoming more of a tax than it's becoming a service.
It is a mess. So right now I've got, the company that I've used for my insurance, they've like rolled out the options. The options suck. I mean, I've even entertained and possibly, hey, as far as hurricane and flood go, I'll self-insure. Just give me fire and like water pipe and burglary. Let me just get that homeowner's insurance. And I'm getting like do you realize that some companies don't want me because I'm considered high profile?
Yeah,
right.
I do a little crappy morning show.
Don't they know?
And I'm high profile.
Radio's the bottom rung of the entertainment world,
Seriously,
right?
we're right next to circus clowns.
We're like the homeless of the entertainment industry.
Are we the bottom or top, below podcasters or above them?
Right now, I think we're below.
I mean, it depends which one.
I just have an insurance mess. So I've got a couple of folks. I got a couple of companies that are working on, trying to find the market, but it's a mess. And then I saw Citizens insurance rates might increase. Hey, so the board met yesterday. Andrew, can you see if there was a decision? I didn't see whether there was a decision to raise rates. Hang on, what line am I taking here? I'm taking line 4. Let me grab line 4. I'll say good morning to...
I didn't know you were going to phones.
Yeah, well, I've given you 10 seconds to bring up the screen. All right, hi, good morning. Who's this?
Aaron.
Aaron in Winter Haven. Hey, Aaron, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I was just going to say, everybody is going to, talk about their insurance nightmares. People are getting dropped left and right from all the insurance companies.
Yep.
But if you don't talk about the lawsuits and what's happening, you won't understand why all the insurance companies are leaving Florida. And it's going to be a huge problem for everybody.
It is. It's going to be a major problem for property values. It's real. I tell you what, DeSantis, the governor, and our legislature, they got to figure this out. This is a major problem. You're going to have, there are banking issues, there are mortgage issues, insurance issues, and it's going to become an economic drag on this state if they don't figure this out.
Yes, it's going to be terrible for housing because it jacks up your mortgage rate, and even if your loan's locked in, your insurance can spike your mortgage payment. And the thing is, if they don't stop the lawsuits, the state of Florida has 78% of the homeowners lawsuits in the country. 78% is in the state of Florida, something like that. And for far too long, everybody's like, oh, you get a new roof, you get a new roof, you get a new roof. And now all the insurance companies are going bankrupt. They're leaving. They don't want to do business here because they're not making money, and that's the whole point.
So the bottom line, the reason why I'm bringing this up is, the Citizen story, and then the fact that there are so many hundreds of thousands of Floridians that are being affected like this. And hey, I'm in the heap with everyone else at this point. Hey, thanks for the call. Look at the phones have just exploded on this. But listen, I don't know if I'm going to have homeowners insurance. I don't know what the hell, or the rates are like jacked up beyond belief. Every line's exploded. Hey, Andrew, I'm not gonna belabor. Hang on, Robert and Laura. Should I take calls on this or no?
One or two. I would take 12.
I'll tell you what. I'll take one more call, maybe two. Robert and Largo. Hey, Robert, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, good morning. How are you guys? You're driving me crazy laughing with that clown comment today. Listen.
Wait, hold on. What clown comment?
About the bottom rung of entertainment.
Yeah, how I said we're right next to circus clowns.
I almost fell off my chair when he said that. I swear to God.
That's what I'm here for.
All right, go ahead.
Listen, I got a little story for you.
Yeah.
I used to have a house on 54th and 9th, right in the corner. You can probably see it if you drive by.
Yep.
way back when.
Is that near that really good Thai place?
Yes, it was. It was high. It was on the high side, but the story goes, there was a park across the street, which is a big
Oh, no, not High Tide. I'm talking about the Thai food restaurant.
There's a couple of
there's
there's a higher area on 9th Avenue. There's a Thai restaurant near you.
No Thai food.
Robert,
my house.
Tell your story.
Right, go ahead.
I serve Thai food. I serve grapefruit.
Okay,
go ahead.
Tell me your
Put a
story.
bunch on my park.
Robert, what happened?
Just tell me your story,
Okay,
Robert.
What happened was the insurance company told me I didn't need flood insurance, but across 9th Street I did. Now, I didn't own that property, and I asked them, the adjuster, I said, well, listen, if a hurricane or flood comes, is the hurricane or flood going to stop on the other side of 9th Street and not affect my home?
Well, you got to have a boundary or a line somewhere. Hey, Robert.
There's a border everywhere.
Yeah, interesting point, though. All right, let me grab Kathy Zephyrhill's last call on this. I got to move on. Kathy, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome.
This is a staring contest. Who's going to blink first? All right, Kathy, give me a story quickly.
Citizens did the same thing to Louisiana right after Katrina.
Oh, so the state insurance there?
Yes. They went sky high.
Yeah. Well, it's everything. It's Citizens, the insurer of last resort, and it's all these insurance companies, if they'll even write you. And that's the problem. Kathy, thanks for the call. We have breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, here on the MJ Morning Show. Well, I guess it was breaking yesterday, but it happened yesterday afternoon. Guess what was spotted by one of our listeners, and I want to get the listener's name correct here. Carla. Carla emailed, actually, she sent me an Instagram message first to my certified MJ radio. Carla sent me an image. Do you know what was spotted on Brandon Boulevard yesterday?
Oh, gosh, anything. I mean, Brandon Boulevard is one of the busiest roads in town.
A car?
The giant potato on the back of the flatbed truck.
Oh.
You know the commercials? Yeah. It's like the Idaho Potato Growers Association, and they have all the commercials with the guy with the giant potato, and it was stolen, and that's the whole gimmick that if you see the giant potato, let him know, and then it's like sometimes driving right behind him, and he's like, oh, shoot, I missed it. Well, guess what? The giant potato on the flatbed, the big red truck with the giant, huge potato the size of a pickup truck, that was driving right in front of like the Regency theaters and in front of like Brandon Town Center, whatever they call it now, on State Road 60, Brandon Boulevard, yesterday afternoon.
Did you get a picture?
Yeah, it's on I put it on my Instagram. So I just put it on Certified MJ Radio, and she was in traffic. Looked like she was in one of the left lanes on Brandon Boulevard, and then the truck with the potato was in the right lane. But she got a picture over the car so you can see it. It's on my Instagram right now.
Holy crap, look at the size of that potato.
That's what I'm saying. Dude, you've never seen the commercials?
I have, but I couldn't.
Dude, it's huge.
The perspective of it on the commercial is different than in real life.
Oh, it's massive.
You know how many people that could feed?
And it looks like a real potato. I mean, they did a really good, it's obviously not a real potato, but it looks like they did an amazing job with this thing.
Dude, you dropped that potato off at Metropolitan Ministries, mashed potatoes for everybody.
For 30 years.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah. So the image is on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio if you want to see the picture that Carla took. And Andrew, can you put it up on, maybe make a story out of it, maybe make a post out of it. Put it up at mjmorningshow.com. mjmorningshow.com. You know, guess what was spotted in the Tampa Bay area? And then you can write a little blurb about the Potato Growers Association. Andrew's shaking his head like, oh, that's not worthy for a post. Why is it not worthy for a post?
I don't have enough information about it.
Dude, go to the potato. I'm on the potato website. They've got all kinds of blurbs.
It's just an idea now. We'll harvest.
We'll harvest the potato.
Just like a potato.
Dig it up, and let's put it on the website. We've got like 1 day to get 1 million page views, or else we're fired.
This has to be a good one.
So, yeah, come up with a post on this. And Carla granted me permission to use her photograph. And listen, the potato is, I guess it's on tour in Florida this week. It's headed up to Tallahassee, I think, Saturday. So it was in the Tampa Bay area yesterday. And they take it on tour. It's like the Idaho Potato Growers Council or Committee, or And that's their...
Just like the Wienermobile or the Planters Mobile, the Planter Peanut Mobile. It's going to be all over.
Folks, the MJ Morning Show ticket window is open. It is now 9:10. Let's get caller number 30 right now.
You sure it's open? Because it was acting like a little stuck earlier.
No, it's open.
No, we changed it.
The ticket window is open right now. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Caller 30 right now. Pick your ticket. You want Madonna, September 7th at Amelie. You want Duran Duran, June 17th at Amelie. Or do you want Kenny Loggins, September 16th at the Sound in Clearwater. So caller 30 right now, 800-990-1047. Good luck from the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. What do you give me a look for?
Do you think Kenny Loggins has his own like that's all he does? Like he goes to like a bank for a mortgage. You know, what's your occupation? Sure. Oh, you're that guy. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. No problem.
We'll give you a mortgage.
Have you heard of his opening band, Kenny Log Off?
Log in, log off. Hey, speaking of that, this is important. You are never supposed to give somebody your Wi-Fi password.
Yeah, I read this
Did you?
the
Yeah.
other day.
I
give it to all my neighbors.
I have a guest set up in my house. So when I have, even like relatives, I don't know what the hell they're doing online. I don't need them like introducing some kind of, ransomware crap into my house or something. So I have a guest Wi-Fi in my house. But I was reading a story, and I think you must have seen the same thing, that if you give or if you lend your Wi-Fi password to a friend or a neighbor or someone staying with you, that you're opening up all kinds of risks, potential dangers. You could have some like crazy relative that starts like downloading like bad stuff on the internet, and the next thing you know, the FBI is bashing in your door.
I wonder if that's happened before.
You know what? It probably has. Hey, guess what? I just been informed that we're up to caller 29, so I'll take 30 in a second. Hey, there was I remember there was a story where someone was busted. They were raided, and then it turned out like somebody was parking in front of their house, and somebody was like downloading kiddie porn and using someone's Wi-Fi
from the street.
But it took a while to sort it out. Yeah, you're not supposed to give your Wi-Fi password to anybody. I have a guest network set up. Hopefully that assists things. All right, the next call I take is going to be caller number 30, and eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, the last one you took was line 5. All right, I'll take line 6. That's technically number 30. Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show. Who's this?
Hey, this is Jay in Sarasota.
Jay in Sarasota. I am MJ. From Tampa Bay, actually from Tampa. We're sitting in St. Pete right now. But Jay, why are you calling the MJ Morning Show?
I'm calling for some Duran Duran tickets, MJ.
Ooh, wow! It sounds like we already have a decision made here. So, Jay, if I were to tell you you're caller 30, if I were to say that you win, which you are caller 30, so you win, and the options are Duran Duran, Madonna, or Kenny Loggins, it sounds like the decision has been made. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
What was that?
Absolutely, man.
No. When I just went...
Oh, who is that? Simon LeBon's girlfriend?
Yes. Right.
You're a fan.
Yeah. So, Andrew, get it ready over here, Pally. Yeah. So that's the beginning of Hungry Like the Wolf with the little, with the laugh. And I think I read that it's Simon LeBon's girlfriend that actually does the laugh in Duran Duran's Hungry Like the Wolf.
Yeah, I think I learned that from you.
You might.
There it is.
I learned it from you, so yeah.
Hit it again, Andrew. It's one of the band's girlfriends. I don't know if it's Simon LeBon, but it's one of the girlfriends who did the laugh on the song. All right, so Jay, you win. You're going to Duran Duran. We're going to put you on hold. You win. Congratulations. So you were caller 30. I'm going to have Andrew get all your information and enjoy the show. Duran Duran's going to be June 17th at Amalie Arena.
Thanks. Love you guys.
I love you too, buddy. Thanks. All right, line 6, Andrew, and take all the information down.
And so, MJ,
yeah,
I'm on the Big Idaho Potato Instagram page.
Oh, good.
And here they are at Black Rock in Brandon.
Yep.
And then I guess the crew took a day off, and here they are in downtown St. Petersburg.
Yeah.
So yeah, it might still be here.
They never contacted. Why wouldn't they? Did they contact any radio morning shows to say, "Hey, the giant potatoes come"?
No.
I would have had them right in front of the radio station.
that would have been
They
fun.
went to the First Baptist Church in Newport Richey.
Yeah, how about coming to the MJ Morning Show?
200 plus people showed up. Guys, come on, you're missing
It's a potato.
You're missing the boat. I would have gone to see it.
Hey, Froggy, do you still have your Kelly Ripa "My Clothes Off" song?
No, I don't have a song, but it was a hit back in the day. You know, Kelly's getting older these days. She's sort of fallen off my radar. More of a Margot Robbie guy these days.
That sounds pretty rude.
I mean,
It's pretty shallow.
She aged out of my age group.
But you continue to age.
She aged out,
right out.
As you
She
get
aged
older,
right out.
she's aged out of your age group.
I mean, she's like 60-something, right?
No, she's not. She's 52. The
Oh, I
reason
thought
why
she was 60.
No.
60's where I cut off.
Stop it. The reason why I'm bringing up Kelly Ripa, Froggy once did a song. Seriously, it was like, do you remember how it went? Give me a couple of bars.
Kelly, ripping my clothes off. Rip them off tonight.
Yeah, sing the song.
I don't remember the lyrics. Hang on.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good song.
So Froggy had a song, and obviously there's a reason why I'm bringing up Kelly Ripa, that she is revealing some of the darker days of being on live with Regis and Kelly.
Oh my gosh, was Regis
You know what? It's not like she's saying that Regis was bad. I can't imagine Regis, rest in peace. I can't imagine for a minute. Regis was always touted as, the nicest guy on the planet. And I actually heard that was accurate. It wasn't just like in front of the camera. I always heard that Regis was just a very nice guy. But Kelly Ripa, who is losing the most mediocre man in broadcasting, Mr. Mediocre Ryan Seacrest, he leaves on April 14th. And she did an interview with Variety that she had some tough times and some real challenges. And she apparently said that she was always kept in the dark about co-hosts.
They've had a million of them.
As far as exits of co-hosts, and that she had a lack of benefits. She had a lack of maternity leave and vacation time. She claims that she had no wardrobe budget.
Oh, no.
She said it was very tough.
That's dark.
She was formerly on All My Children, a soap star.
That's how I first was introduced to her. Was on All My
She was
Children.
she was on live with Regis and Kelly.
I think she was Haley on that show, if I'm not mistaken.
I couldn't tell you, but I'm sure you're right. So she was on live with Regis and Kelly since 2001, and come on, do you believe this? Apparently, Regis had his own private bathroom.
That's right.
But she apparently did not.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe it.
Listen to this. Kelly Ripa claims that while Regis had his own personal potty, that she would have to go wait in line and use the same bathroom that the studio audience used.
Oh,
and she'd have to wait in line to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I don't believe.
If it's an older studio, this one room has the attached bathroom.
Is that Kelly Ripa-ing some?
I think she's just complaining about the work environment. It's not that it was a miserable work environment. Just she had some tough times. Everybody had crappier jobs.
Do you believe, though, she waited in line to use the bathroom with the audience members?
Can you imagine she's a stall next to you and you're just like,
all right, come on.
Kelly, please.
Like, Froggy, stop.
Kelly Ripa. She ripped one.
She ripped one in the stall right next to me.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I think those are good stories, and maybe they are, I'm sure, accurate, but probably just need to be framed differently, not the darkest of times, and more like, when I was starting out on this show.
Maybe last time she used Regis's toilet, she forgot to flush. Pissed off.
Will you stop?
Kelly, what'd you do to my toilet?
Hey, you blew up my toilet. Hey, Kelly, what'd you do to my toilet? Hey, Kelly, you stuck up the place here. Hey, it's Regis Philbin. Hey, you're listening to the MJ Morning Show. Here on Q105. It's Regis Philbin.
Is Regis alive?
No, he's dead. Regis died. So are you guys looking forward to Michelle and my reenactment?
Oh, yeah, on the slopes.
Of the slopes. So we're heading out this weekend to Vail to do just a quick little long weekend. And Michelle and I We're going to create content. We're going to try to reenact the Gwyneth Paltrow ski lawsuit where the optometrist dude, the older guy, claims that Gwyneth Paltrow rammed into him on the ski slope. And then the allegation that Gwyneth Paltrow said that he came up behind her and put his skis between hers and spread her legs. And she thought she was being assaulted. So Michelle is like laughing at all. My wife is like, oh my, this is bizarre. So Michelle wants to reenact the whole thing on the ski slopes of Vail this weekend. So we're going to shoot a video and I will post it on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. So give me a follow and follow my exploits this weekend as we get a couple of days of late season, last minute skiing in. Certified MJ Radio is my Twitter handle. That's Certified MJ Radio. And I'll post the video as soon as we get it done.
Just make sure you don't hurt yourselves when you do that, please.
You got to look at the AI recreations they've been having that look all.
I know.
They look so funny.
They really are.
They just topple over each other.
You may want to be really careful. Even rethink the idea altogether. I don't need you.
Hold on, you want me to cancel this?
I don't need you getting hurt. I mean, Michelle sprains an ankle doesn't really affect the show, but if you put your arm in a sling for 6 months, I don't know.
I'm not going to put my arm in a sling for 6 months.
It'll be your official wiper.
There's going to be nothing dangerous about our reenactment.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, all right.
Just stay in like what is it called? The wedge, the pizza cutter, or excuse me, pizza slice. In other words, just do
it's
like
French
little baby
fries or
stuff.
pizza. That's how they teach kids.
Yes.
To go straight down the slope, you do French fries where your skis are parallel.
Do pizza.
And then to slow down, then you put your tips together and make like a pizza slice.
Mm-hmm.
So you never heard? Oh, Froggy, you've never been skiing in
I've
your
never
life.
seen snow.
All right, 9:22. It's the MJ Morning Show here at Q105. The final chunk of the MJ Morning Show is next. Oh, if you got a beer belly, got the tip when it comes to sleep. So sleep and beer bellies, we got a little relationship going on here, and that's just scratching the surface. Got a nice long chunk of the MJ Morning Show next in minutes. Don't move. Back momentarily here on Q105 and the MJ Morning Show. 5. It is 9:32, final chunk of the MJ Morning Show. Again, if you want to be the first to see the reenactment of Michelle and me on the ski slopes this weekend out west, out in Colorado, if you want to see our reenactment of the Gwyneth Paltrow ski accident in which the trial's underway in Salt Lake City, if you want to see our reenactment, I will post it first on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. So Greg Lindbergh, who is the purveyor of the MJ Morning Show fan page.
Could we call him something besides the purveyor?
The creator, the chief executive operator.
Both of which are better terms than a purveyor.
Fine. So,
purveyor sounds like pervert.
Yeah, right.
And he's so not.
It does.
It does.
Purveyor does not sound like pervert.
It sounds exactly like it.
So you're saying that when you've got a provisions company and they say the purveyor of fine meats.
Purveyor of...
Oh, a pervert of fine meats? Is
Who
that...
knows what they're going to do with those meats? It sounds perverted.
Let me show you how I massage this tenderloin.
You know what? To make a good veal cutlet, you got to pound your meat. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying, Roxanne?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay. All right. So Greg Lindbergh, who runs the MJ Morning Show fan page, just sent us a link to Froggy's Kelly Ripa song, Kelly Ripa My Clothes. What smells like ganja in here all of a sudden?
Oh, my God. I don't know. It must be festering.
Oh, my God.
Roxanne.
Just like a wall of, All right, anyway.
Greatness?
Did you get wowed?
Anyway, let's hear what...
this is the first time I ever jumped through a table on the show.
Yeah. Oh, my God. All right, let's listen to the audio. Hit it. Go.
2, 3, 4. 9 a.m. on a Monday morning. Getting excited to see. Kelly, you are so special. So special to me. So nice
with Regis Philbin.
Wanna do naughty things to her. Naughty things with ice. She's so hot.
Where's the hook?
Right here. My clothes off. Rip 'em off tonight.
Kelly ripping my clothes off.
You should fast forward to the end.
Froggy jumps off of the countertop and puts his entire body through a folding card table.
Nobody knew.
Kelly, rip my clothes off.
I go to the very end. Is the crash on here?
Yeah.
Fessy, take your mouse, go to the very end. No, further than that. Further. Oh, no, go. Okay, you're right. Go ahead. Keep going. Keep going. No, you got to keep going. Back. Here we go. End of the song.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph! What the hell is wrong with him? What the hell is wrong with you? Oh my God! What is wrong with you?
Froggy jumped off of the counter in the old FLZ studio and jumped on top of one of those tables that we use like a remote table.
Promotions table.
Exactly.
A wooden table with metal folding
that
legs
thing
under.
snapped in half so easily.
And no wonder why your back is all messed up. That was the first time he ever did that and just completely caught us off guard in the studio.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like nails or something on the table? Or?
I can't remember, but
I don't think there was nails.
We had something.
That was insane.
That was Joey B with the initial reaction.
Oh, Joey.
And the prayer, it sounded like.
Well, there is a new correlation, which I think people have known this for a while. This is a fact. The longer I sleep, the more weight I lose overnight.
What?
The more I sleep, the more hours of sleep I get, the more my weight decreases overnight.
That's true.
I have had times, seriously, where I've gone to sleep and I've lost 3 or 4 pounds overnight.
What are you doing in sleep?
Well, just in general.
I'm running a 10K.
I mean, your body's burning calories, right?
Yeah, if you are sleep deprived,
Yeah.
you will retain more weight and you will crave more sugar and fats because your cortisol levels are higher, stress levels are higher.
Interesting.
Well, here's the deal. I know when I get when I only get like 3.5 or 4 hours sleep, sometimes I don't lose any weight. It's like whatever I weighed when I went to bed, same thing.
You weigh yourself every day?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I don't drive by the truck stop that often. I can't weigh myself every day.
Fester's making his own truck stop scale comment.
The way you do that is you park the car on by itself, and then you weigh yourself in the car.
You
and
tower out the car weight.
Do the math, yeah.
There is data that's been published in the journal Sleep Medicine. New study explores the link between sleep deprivation and visceral fat. That's the dangerous belly fat that builds up around vital organs and has been tied to metabolic disease and insulin resistance. You know, if you lose weight, let's say you're pre-diabetic or you're diabetic, in many cases, if you just lose weight, the diabetes go away.
And that's why things like Ozempic work so well, because not only does it help regulate the diabetes, it also helps you lose weight.
What is the one, you've got type 1 diabetes and type 2 diabetes?
I believe type 1 is, you'll see that juvenile diabetes. Sometimes you'll see that in younger people.
So the goal is to sleep 7 to 8 hours a night, and the new research showing 1 less hour of sleep daily could result in the overall increase of about 12 grams of visceral fat mass.
Jeez.
The sleep benefit seems to plateau around 8 hours. So again, here's that. You got to get 8 hours sleep. I can't sleep 8 hours. Whatever the hell I do,
you're too hyper.
I can't sleep 8 hours. Let's say, for instance, if I do not set an alarm clock on a Saturday or Sunday morning, I'm not going anywhere. I don't need to get up early on the weekend. If I just go to bed and I'm like, I'm just going to wake up when I wake up, I will literally wake up after 5 hours. 5.5 hours, I'm awake. I cannot sleep 8 hours. It's just impossible, even with no constraints, no boundaries or no alarm, no requirements. I can't sleep 8 hours.
But even on a Saturday or Sunday, you let yourself sleep in. We're so used to waking up early.
Dude, I just said that.
I know, but I'm saying you're predisposed.
But even on a Saturday and Sunday, because we sleep in so much, we're predisposed.
So anyway,
did I mention that even on a Saturday and Sunday morning, that if I don't even set an alarm, I wake up early.
Roxanne, did you notice?
I didn't know that. No, it is new information to me. What was that you said?
Oh, this is
Are
the
you
game
listening?
we're playing now.
We're wanting you to.
Yes, I heard.
So we want you to kind of add to the
I don't want to add to it. Here's my story.
No, because you're not paying attention to a damn thing we're doing over here.
She's asking listeners about
you repeated yourselves. Everybody said the same thing around the room.
We were going for the joke. That's the joke. We were trying to get the repetitive comedy thing going. Then you would jump right in.
And you know what? No, that's what happens sometimes. We'll do repetitive humor, and Fester will be like, "I'm out, guys, I'm out."
It's because there's always one man out. There's always one person out of the. See, I was the odd man out on this repetitive humor. I was calling them sons of bitches, and then you were going to gang up on.
Roxanne actually answers the question. Yeah, I agree.
Right, so type 1 diabetes, MJ, is hereditary. Usually shows up, like Roxanne said, in early life.
Gotcha.
Type 2
is the one that lifestyle. Okay, yeah.
Then type 3, or then there's gestational diabetes, which is during pregnancy.
Like I told you, I know a guy who got it from eating a pint of ice cream every night for like 10 years.
And then he slept in on Saturdays and Sundays.
Because he was predisposed.
See?
And then it just went away. Went right away.
Oh, gosh.
Hey, you hear the Wheel of Fortune answer? It's a little dirty.
I thought it was hysterical, and that's the same thing I would have guessed.
Wheel of Fortune gets more news these days.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, listen, they've got a good marketing department that pushes this stuff out on social media.
Fun and game.
Playing with balls?
That's perfect. Like, why wouldn't that be the answer?
Fun and games, playing with balls. Footballs, baseball, softball.
Hang on a minute. Here we go.
Fun and game.
Playing with balls?
Nope, still time.
Playing with...
Playing with dolls.
Yes. Trouble.
Well, what did I do?
Well, if she had...
So why did Pat tell the guy who guessed correctly that you're in trouble? It was the woman that said playing with the ball.
Yeah, Pat's just having fun out there. I mean, he goes. We talk about a guy who goes through the motions with his job. Have you watched?
Dude, how tired of that job is he?
You watch this guy. He's like, "Hey, welcome to Wheel of Fortune."
How much does he make?
He's making like $15 million a year.
How much does Vanna White make? Because I was watching her and she does nothing.
Yeah, she doesn't even turn the letters anymore. She's like just points to him now.
I think Pat makes a lot more than that, dude. That shows in super syndication. It's in every market.
He's making a fortune.
You know,
oh, that's the greatest gig on earth.
I mean, Vanna just looks at it and blinks, and then the letter turns around. And
Who was the big Mr. Beast fan? We had a discussion about a month ago.
Me and Fester are kids.
I certainly, I don't watch a ton of his stuff, but I certainly respect the guy's game.
Well, some people are slamming him for tipping a server at a restaurant with something a little bit unconventional. Do you have any idea what
a house?
Well, hey,
Right.
you're close. Do you know what Mr. Beast tipped a waitress at a restaurant, like a young woman?
A private jet.
A boat.
You're getting closer.
Car.
It's
A new car!
Mr. Beast, you're too much.
Yeah, and what do they say? Well, he gave her a car she can't afford to put gas in?
Mr. Beast is facing mixed reactions in the latest viral TikTok video, which I'm not into TikTok. Take TikTok off your phones, folks. He claimed to gift a waitress a brand new car wrapped with logos, promoting his business ventures. 42-second clip. Mr. Beast's real name is Jimmy Donaldson.
It's covered with his logos?
Yeah. And then Amy's the server at this restaurant. Well, here's the audio. You can hear what transpired.
What's the biggest tip you've ever gotten?
Like 50.
$50?
Yeah.
Has anyone ever tipped a car?
Oh my, you're.
Have you seen our TikTok before? It's Mr. Beast. Does that ring a bell? Don't pass out.
You're lying. This is a car key. This is not a car.
You want to see it? It's outside. Let's go. Right over here, you'll see your brand new car.
Are you serious?
Yes. Oh, wow, I wasn't expecting you to cry.
I mean, this isn't real.
No, it is real. Just hit the unlock button, see if it makes noise.
I was literally late to work today because the Uber was so
The Uber wasn't on time.
I'm like in such shock right now. I don't even know how to drive.
Enjoy the car.
And so she gets a car. But some people are saying it's all about self-promotion for this guy. He's promoting his like chocolate business or something.
Who cares? He did something nice for somebody, like incredibly nice.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm asking.
Is he hitting on her?
No, here's a girl. Well, his chocolate candy cookies are on end caps at Walmart.
You hear what he already did about that? To save on overhead costs?
Right.
He asks his fans to straighten up his cookie display.
Really?
And
I bet they do.
Mr. Beast fans will straighten up and make it more presentable.
They'll go through the store and fix up his display.
That's hysterical.
Have you seen?
I need to design a display for him.
It looks like Congress is moving to ban TikTok. And you know my thoughts. Listen, TikTok is absolutely a Chinese data mining and spy operation. TikTok is not good for the national security of the United States because the Chinese Communist government has full access. That's why, I tell you, get TikTok off your phone. You shouldn't use it. So if that's Mr. Beast's like number one platform.
It's not. YouTube is his number.
Okay, gotcha.
This is an
All right.
ancillary
Okay.
platform. He's YouTube.
So he's fine if TikTok gets banned. Then he's fine.
He's only
Okay,
there because
all right.
it's a platform and people are on
Gotcha.
it, but he's a YouTube guy.
Well, listen, I would imagine all the TikTokers in the U.S., if Congress bans it, and this is bipartisan, Democrat and Republican want to ban TikTok because it is a danger. It really is. So if that happens and the president signs it, listen, the reels on Instagram really are the same thing.
Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, the Facebook videos. It's
We'll riot if you take away TikTok.
Hey, did you see that peanut butter is now a liquid?
I saw that. No, come on.
The TSA is now,
Yeah.
if you're traveling with peanut butter, you got to have 3.4 ounces or less now because the TSA is now classifying peanut butter as a liquid.
I have a good way to tell something's a liquid. Can you drink it out of a straw?
There you go. I like that.
I've had a thing of peanut butter in my pantry so long that it's turned, like I opened it and it looks like liquid.
Yeah, that's just not separated.
You have
It's
the
separated.
oils.
Yeah,
The oils, rise to the
drank
top,
it.
and then you just
peanut oil.
It's peanut oil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, hey, a lot of, you ever make popcorn in peanut oil? It's great. You ever make, use peanut oil to fry stuff? Yeah, hey, fried chicken is great in peanut oil. Well, actually, lard is where fried chicken is the best. But I think we got to go.
Yeah.
All right, folks, going to do a little long ski weekend. Make sure you follow my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio, and you'll be the first at Certified MJ Radio to see Michelle and I reenact the Gwyneth Paltrow ski accident, which is on trial right now in Salt Lake City. Folks, we'll see you back here shortly. It is the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Great best of tomorrow. In fact, if you haven't heard it, it's new to you. And we'll see you next week on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. And let's be careful out there, especially me on the slopes of Vail.